north end of the stadium to meet up with your senior. And now would be the time. Parents of seniors being recognized tonight, please gather at the north end of the stadium to match up with your child.
Yeah, no. Here are my touchdown glasses. Those are my Vipers. What are they for? Oh yeah. Those are my touchdown glasses. The Vipers. You wear them at school? Put them on for school. I'll be right back. We were on camera. Just an FYI, I'm gonna turn that mic's audio up so they can hear everything. Alright, are you going live now? Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. I'm gonna run back down there. Dave! Dave! I wanna sit with some action. What? No. Hey, can Cole run up here for a second? Cole. Are we live? Come on. Yeah. That one's live? Yes, that one. Play that. Oh, wait, which one's the live? I just switched. Where am I? There it is. Oh my God, it's sick up here. See anything? This is just cold.
When do they do the seniors?
Yeah, I think so. Central. We were kind of like low. We were on like a low grade too. Low grade? I think Central was low grade too. It was still
Just
so
an
cold.
FYI, I have that one.
Oh, you did? Right now?
Yeah, so if you want to go there.
Sorry about that.
What's up? It's no problem. Oh, yeah. I've never seen a face like that. I don't know what it does.
Thank you, though. I can never finish. No, yeah.
It's been a while.
I remember every time I was at a Brian basketball game, every time the team scored, I just stood up to that. And everyone started clapping. Down there, Pirate Tech. Grace Letcher, left hands. Right there.
What about the press box? Do you need him up?
That's Howdy.
I don't know where the tripod is stuck. Yeah, it's supposed to be. He's ruining the water thing. I know. Should be.
These are a few weekdays. Like after, like during the day, like at 1 o'clock.
Got out.
All right, I need football players and parents, lane 4, right here. Walk up to me. Football, seniors. All the way up here. Band parents, lane 7, all the way up to me. All for
Here we go, getting ready to recognize our seniors. Check, check. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the night we recognize our seniors for their years of dedication, effort, and work, as well as their families in supporting them in their endeavors. And so we're going to start off with our football team, where we have Nick Anderson, escorted by Monica and James Anderson. Nick plans to attend Elmhurst University after high school.
What's up, Mr. Bible? How are you? Oh, I can't complain.
We only have two, and both came out of my car.
Well, I could.
We have Max Assad, escorted by Mike and Tracy.
Sale on malt.
After high school, Max plans to attend the University of Kansas.
I work in Oakland Terrace. Stop by. I work 2:30 to 10:30. I got a Home Depot that I could, like, from my house to across the street there.
We have Sammy Ayash, escorted by Rick Damana.
Customer discount or
Sammy is still undecided with the many possibilities that his future offers.
20%?
Yeah.
Because it's already in the computer, and it depends on how much mulch you're buying.
Aaron Berman, escorted by John and Rebecca. After high school, Aaron plans to attend business at Indiana University. We have Mike Boysen, escorted by Mike and Jackie. After high school, Mike will be playing football at Carthage College, where he will study broadcasting and journalism. We have Colin Boots, escorted by Steve and Penny. Colin will major in business at the University of Alabama. Dominic Carrillo, escorted by parents Aaron and Pietro. Dominic will be pre-med at the University of Baylor.
Near the right, Bradley is under, takes the catch, and he doesn't know how many outs there are.
Grant Dyer, escorted by his mom Sharon. Grant will major in accounting at the University of Illinois. Jeffrey Grace III. Jeff is escorted by Jeff and friends Terry and Robert. Jeff will study sports journalism at the University of Arizona State. Marco Grandolfo. Marco's escorted by parents Mike and Sandra, and he will major in engineering.
I wonder how often.
We have Toa Hofflick, escorted by Megan and David. Toa will study business at university.
They didn't even say what university. Yeah. Like, I didn't decide on Whitewater last year until like April 29th. And I didn't mail in my deposit until May 1st. You had to physically mail your deposit last year. You could wait till
Gavin Hendren, escorted by parents Rick and Stacy. Gavin is yet to decide whether he will go to Mizzou or to Dayton for his further study.
Just jump. Yeah. No, I said jump off. No, get down the ladder. Go down the ladder.
We have Jalen Jones, escorted by Tiffany Hayes and Jason Jones. Jalen is going to study electrical engineering, but the college is still to be decided. We have Patrick Kastner, escorted by parents David and Annette Kastner. Patrick plans to attend Michigan Technical University, where he will major in accounting. Now Matt Kavanaugh, escorted by Roberta Kavanaugh. Matt will major as pre-med at Notre Dame University. Frederick Levins, escorted by parents Sally and Patrick. Fred will major in robotic engineering at the University of Miami, Ohio. Luke Malaga, escorted by parents Scott and Beth. Luke will be playing football and studying business at the University of Cornell. Jack Martino, escorted by parents Kelly and Paul. Jack will be majoring in sports medicine at the University of Alabama. Patrick Cote is escorted by parents Trish and Jerry. Patrick will study aviation at the University of North Dakota. Justin Myers. Justin is escorted by parents Craig and Kathy, and he will be attending College of DuPage following high school. Team manager John Murphy, escorted by Jill Murphy-Grady, Tim Murphy, and Terry Grady. John will be attending the College of DuPage following high school.
Did he just, he kind of said uniform. College DuPage.
Tyler Olson, escorted by parents Mike and Rhonda. Tyler will be entering the program of sports management at Triton Junior College. Ricky Passek, escorted by parents Laura and Rich. Ricky will be enlisting in the Air Force to serve our country following his high school graduation. Ryan Pickle, escorted by parents Jim Pickle and Lori Fitzgerald. Ryan will be attending the College of DuPage and playing baseball.
Why Ryan not here? Oh.
Tyler Trochilo, escorted by parents Bonnie and Dale. Tyler will be playing baseball at Millikan University and studying business.
Did you say Millikan?
Aiden Rainier, escorted by parents Art and Tara. After high school, he'll be playing football at Indiana Wesleyan University and studying secondary education. Marcus Solinsky, escorted by parents Art and Lorena. After high school, Mark will be majoring in biology on the pre-med track. Zach Sutter, escorted by parents Mark and Tanya. Zach will be majoring in finance and accounting at Indiana University. Patrick Toole, escorted by parents Matt and Karen. Patrick will be majoring in mechanical engineering at Michigan State. Brendan Tully, escorted by parents Terry and Katie. Brendan will be majoring in PE at Western Illinois. Brandon Walker, escorted by parents Tim and Laura. Brandon will be majoring in engineering at Purdue University. escorted by parents Bill and Sheila. Brendan will be majoring in business at Indiana University. And now to recognize our seniors in the marching band. We have Ben Amberg, escorted by parents John and Mindy Amberg. Ben will be attending the University of Illinois after high school. Casey Campos, escorted by Sally Campos. Casey will be attending the College of DuPage for 2 years, and after that transferring to the four-year university of his choice. Eli Casey, escorted by Deb O'Connor. Eli's future lies right ahead of him. Xander Cruz, escorted by parents Art and Mary Cruz. Xander will be going to the University of Iowa for computer science. We have Emily Eastman, escorted by parents Annie and Jeff Eastman. Emily is majoring in English on the pre-law track at either Purdue or the University of Michigan. Grant Heinberg, escorted by parents Kim Heinberg, Craig Heinberg, and brother Matthew Heinberg. Grant will be attending Bradley University and with a double major in mechanical engineering and a Bachelor of Arts in music. Dane Hinsley, escorted by parents Anita and Doug Hinsley. Dane will be attending Purdue University following high school. Shayuri Leonapata Vendi, escorted by parents Shalini Leonapata Vendi. She will be attending Shayuri will be attending the University of Illinois Urbana-Champaign with a biology major and a psychology minor. Kat Kimball, escorted by Julie Kimball and Brian Kimball. Kat will be attending College of DuPage for 2 years and then going on to art school. Grace Meadows, escorted by parents Sandy and Alvy Meadows. Grace will be playing volleyball and majoring in biology at William Jewell College. Rose Menachini, escorted by parents Mike and Desiree Menachini. Rose will be pursuing a degree in mechanical engineering at the University of Illinois or Georgia Tech University. Leah Mortensen, escorted by parents Stephen and Amy Mortensen. Leah will be attending the University of Illinois at Urbana-Champaign. Matthew Prime, escorted by parents Jane and Christy Prime. Wow, this kid's going to college, baby. Man, I wish Matthew Prime, I was Matthew Prime because he is such a cool cat. To quote his own statements. Kayla Rask, escorted by Margaret Rask and Mark Rask. The college is undecided, but she knows she's studying arts. Judy Roseland, escorted by parents Paul and Trish Roseland. Judy will be attending Luther College upon graduation. Patrick Scanlon, escorted by Kevin Scanlon. Patrick will be attending Loyola University Chicago, where he will be studying neuroscience. William Sazowski, escorted by Jermaine. After high school, Will will go to the college of his choice. Aaron Taub, escorted by Scott Taub and Lynn Zapla. Aaron plans to attend the University of Illinois and major in statistics and computer science. Samantha Trajewski, escorted by Mike and Vicky Trajewski. Samantha will be attending the University of Dayton and studying Discover Engineering. Grace Wilton, escorted by John and Rose Wilton. Grace will be attending the University of Wisconsin-Madison for a biomedical engineering degree. Stephanie Yang, escorted by Jermaine and Patrick Yang. Stephanie will be most likely attending the University of Illinois and studying actuarial science and a possible pre-med track. And now to recognize our seniors on the prom team. Olivia Bauer, escorted by Steve and Danielle. Olivia will major in elementary education at Appalachian State University. Emma Bergel is escorted by Carrie Malloy and Mike Bergel. After high school, Emma will major in early childhood education at Illinois State University. Molly Costello, escorted by Rob and Jan Costello. Molly will be majoring in business and attending the University of Missouri following high school. Ryo Iori, escorted by Robert and Alexis Iori. Rio will be majoring in marketing at Indiana University. Nev Lawless, escorted by Tom and Veronica Lawless. Nev will be majoring in fashion merchandising and marketing at Colorado State or the University of Arizona. Madeline Mautieri, escorted by Dave and Tina Mautieri. Madeline will be majoring in psychology at the University of Georgia. Devin Proud, escorted by Matt and Jill Proud. Devin will be majoring in business and communications at Michigan State University. Kaylee Shaner, escorted by Pat and Tony Shaner. Kaylee will be majoring in elementary education at Michigan State University. Haley Williams, escorted by Rick and Trish Williams. Haley will be majoring in business at the University of Oregon. And now to recognize our seniors on the cheerleading team. Haley Brown, escorted by Christy and Paul Brown. Haley plans to study nursing, but has yet to choose the college of her choice. Grace Kosak, escorted by Maggie Kosak and Scott Rhodes. Grace will be attending DePaul to study rehabilitation sciences. Grace Maniola, escorted by Joe and Laura Maniola. Grace will be attending the University of Michigan. Lillian Mara, escorted by Mike and Robin Mara. Lillian will be attending the University of Edinburgh for biology.
Emphasize how they need to stop the fucking offense if they want to stop the running.
Cassie Martinique, escorted by Aaron and Desiree Martinique. Cassie plans to attend Illinois State University for diagnostic medical sonography. Dana Mura, escorted by Rory and Kathy Mura. Dana will be attending Western Michigan University for free nursing. Daniela Serpy, escorted by Pat Serpy. Daniela plans to attend the University of Dayton to study biochemistry. Gabriella Torrido, escorted by parents Lisa and Mike Torrido. Gabriella will be studying dental hygiene at a college of her choice. Layla Waddle, escorted by parents Andrea Hicks and Lavaro Waddle. Layla will be studying architecture at the University of Illinois or the University of Syracuse. And that concludes the recognition of our York Duke Seniors. model good sportsmanship throughout tonight's contest. Tonight is senior night. We honor our seniors and the seniors' parents. Thank you all for your dedication and support from the last 4 years. District 205 mandates all spectators wear masks and social distance. We're talking 6 feet. The York Athletic Department greatly appreciates your cooperation following all health and safety procedures. Please rise for the playing of the national anthem. Duke fans, please stay on your feet and welcome your 2021 York Duke football team! Tonight, your York Duke host the Warriors of Willowbrook High School. Your principal, Shaheen and York Athletic Department would like to welcome you all to 2021.
Good evening, folks, and welcome to Clarence D. Eastfield on campus of York High School in Elmhurst, Illinois, as the York Dukes at a 1-2 record take on the Willowbrook Warriors at 3-0. My name is Bobby Hessling, and to my left, Dane Emmerich. And Dane, here we go. This is a pivotal game for York, who hasn't scored in 3 weeks now.
Right.
They've been shut out in their last 2 games back-to-back over Hinsdale Central and Glenbard West. Tonight they're going up against a really good Willowbrook team on offense who runs the ball really well with Josh Brown. We'll talk more about him later. But first, York has to address the defense with this.
Right, so, oh, that's really loud. So, with the Dukes, they scored 49 points that first week, but the last 2 weeks they haven't scored anything. Obviously, the offense has struggled, but tonight they have to focus on defense. And going off of the defense, they have to deal with number 31, Josh Brown, the Willowbrook running back, who has been a stud the last 3 weeks. Last week broke the record for the most rushing yards in a single game in Willowbrook history with 350 yards, also adding on 4 touchdowns, as well as their backup running back scoring 2 touchdowns with 122 yards. All season, Brown has totaled 841 yards, and defensively, they'll have to look towards a player like Jeff Colonese, David Locke, their best 2 defensemen, the best 2 defensive players they've had all season, to step up tonight and make plays.
Well, the other thing, I talked to Matt Cav before the game. He said the key to stopping their run game is stopping them early. We need to force them to pass. We know what they want to do. We just have to execute. And he said Coach Gelsomino has had a great game plans, and that's why we frustrate teams like Glenbard West and Hinsdale Central, because they only allowed 19 to Hinsdale Central, who, when we went into that game, we thought they might score a lot more.
Right.
And same with Glenbard West.
They were very outsized in that game. Obviously, you can't use that as an excuse losing 0-19, but there's some good things to look for in that game. They played really well defense. They want to keep that defense going into this game. Obviously, offensively, they've had some quarterback struggles, both in terms of both quarterbacks. Obviously, Casters ran the ball really well the last few weeks, and Malaga said for the first time his entire high school career, he went for the first time a game without a single reception.
Right, and that's kind of shocking, the fact that he's going to Cornell to play football, as we are getting ready to go underway. Clarence D. Eastfield. Kick is away to be brought out at the 15. Breaks a few tackles, and he will be wrapped up and brought down at what looks to be the 28-yard line. So York's defense, led out by David Luck and Jeff Coglianese, like you said, will start on first down for the Warriors. And I think the first thing we're going to see is Josh Brown coming out of the field. I think, or out of the backfield, and you got to agree with that.
Right, so right out of the gate, you got to figure out how to stop Josh Brown. You look out there, you got, I believe that's Grace on the left side, Carrillo on the middle, and Snyder on the end.
Man in motion. Screen pass is caught. It's going to be a pickup of maybe 2, maybe 3 yards. I believe that was caught by Haven Pryor.
And expect that all night. You know, they know that Willowbrook knows that York is expecting the run, and if you and if you know they're expecting the run, you got to throw a little bit more. Willowbrook has a freshman quarterback, class of 2024. We haven't seen anything much of him yet. He hasn't really thrown the ball very far, mainly just screen passes, slants.
Yeah, AJ Palicki is the quarterback for them. As there goes Josh Brown to the left side. It's going to be a first down, a little more, and he will be brought down and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. So it's another first down, and that's kind of what York wanted to avoid heading into this game.
Right.
Thing with Willowbrook, too, last season, which was 2019, they lost in the IHSA 7A semis to what was the now defending 7A state champion Mount Carmel. Just a very talented Willowbrook team. They reloaded from last season. They've attacked the ground game. As again, Brown couldn't find a hole right away. They've got a gain of about 2 yards.
And that's a pro on that. Having those 5 guys, the 5 linebackers. You got your bandit, your rover, your 3 middle linebackers. You got a 3-man front in that box. You got. I mean, that right now they're hoping that Kastner and Pershilo, they're going to be rushing a lot. They're not going to be dropping back in coverage as much. They're going to be covering that end. Coming up, you see them closer to the box, playing more of a defensive end style rather than linebacker.
There's a handoff for a gain of about, should be 6, maybe 7. The official on our sideline had it look like a first down, but it's going to be 3rd down and 1. You're going to assume they're going to run it right off the middle with Brown. Do exactly that. Brown hits the outside, another first down, across the 35, across the 30, still in bounds, and he is going to be brought down out of bounds at the 12-yard line. So Josh Brown has already had 2 sizable runs to the outside, especially that left side, for just big gains, with both have resulted in first downs, and it's exactly Matt Cavanaugh said, we got to avoid that happening.
All right, 3rd and 1, you cannot afford a big gain like that.
1st and 10 out of shotgun. They hand it to, I believe that is Jalen White. The ball came out. York's, he's got it.
They called him down.
They called him down at the 4-yard line. The York fans thought it was still out. So it's going to be, it'll be Willowbrook ball at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal.
And expect this run here, Bobby. And there it is, up the middle.
Josh Brown into the end zone. Touchdown for Willowbrook, and just like that, they are on the board. So after a sizable gains of yards by Brown on multiple different runs, and just like that, they punch it right into the end zone. And you knew they were going to go down the field and score. They had the 1 screen pass, but they ran every other play.
Just like we said, you got to expect that run, and just like that, you can't let that happen that early on. It's a momentum killer. It's tough to let your offense go on the field already down 7-0, knowing you're trailing. But if you are this York offense, you're going to go out here, play the same game you're playing all season. Don't panic too much. Settle in.
Right. Well, York, Willowbrook went down in under 2 minutes. Went down in under 2.5 minutes to score. 9:46 to go in the opening quarter, and York's got to attack on offense. We do know that Max Assad is the starter for this week. There were the questions: would it be him or would it be Boysen? After Assad threw 1 interception last week on, I believe it was the 2nd drive of the game, he got pulled. Then it was Boysen who finished the game.
Well, it makes a little bit of sense. You know, you got Boyson coming in at running back, and if you need him, he can come in at quarterback if Assad seems to struggle. I'm not saying he's going to struggle. I'm saying if it does happen.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, I think both quarterbacks have put in a lot of work this week on minimizing mistakes and knowing who to throw to, who not to.
Willowbrook will send it away. Kind of a short kick. Takes an odd hop, and Malaga's got to field this at the 5. Trying to recover. He'll bring it out to around the 14-yard line. And a team with Willowbrook, you can't make that many mistakes because you know it won't end well for you. First down, it's Asada. A little quick screen pass to Malaga, and he got about 1. Luke Malaga is Cornell bound, and Malaga. I talked to Malaga before the game about the QB situation as they look over the sideline on 2nd down and 8 to get some clarification, and he said, we trust both QBs, but if Mikey is in, we focus on the outside blocks because he's much more of a scrambler quarterback, and as there's Assad, he'll hand it off to Patrick Kastner, and a nice run up the middle for.
Ball came out.
Ball came out.
It almost, I saw a green body jump on it. Willowbrook's calling for it. I think York picked that ball up.
There hasn't been.
Oh, they called it.
There's the official signal by the official in the white hat. It will be Willowbrook football. You can't have those mistakes early, and that's something that very rarely happens with Kastner, where he fumbles, and that one just hit the turf. And now you have Willowbrook who's got great field position.
Yeah, he's gonna be punching himself in the back after that. I speak to him a lot, especially before games. I ask him why he wears that tape on his wrist. Gives him extra ball strength, ball security, so the ball doesn't slip out of his hands when he's running.
Almost like a better grip, almost?
Yeah, better grip, right, better grip.
That makes sense.
It's a fluke there.
First
Unfortunate
and 10.
mistake.
Willowbrook's going to pass. Pass is just too high. They're trying to get it to Haven Pryor. A.J. Palicki, like you mentioned, a freshman quarterback, just a little too high for the receiver. And I read from the Daily Herald that Willowbrook last year was they were an air raid team. They went to the air. That's why they were so talented. Well, this year they focused on the ground game. It doesn't matter. They've won both styles, and they've won by sizable margins this year, too, scoring 43 a game on offense.
Expect a run here, Bobby. Man in motion, looking for it. Run to the right. That's it.
There is Brown. Flag comes in the backfield.
I believe it's going to be called a holding.
Makes sense, right?
Yep,
right position.
Right.
So that pushes Willowbrook back 10 yards.
2nd and 20. We'll see if Willowbrook actually passes here.
They go back to the air?
Yeah, see if they go back to the air. Well, again, this is a freshman quarterback. We haven't seen much throw. They didn't play their first 3 games. They didn't play very strong teams. So you wonder if they're going to switch it up more. Obviously, we said earlier.
Try to keep York on its toes.
Right, try to keep York on its toes. The defense, of course. I don't understand what's going on defensively, why they have that 3-man front if they know the run is coming.
Well, it looks like that Brown, he's attacked the middle, but then he's bounced outside as Brown again to his left. And a sweep to the right. A good block on the outside, and Brown
lost
the ball. David Locke has it.
Right in the hands of David Locke. That's his 3rd turnover of the year. If they're going to give him the fumble.
I would assume they will.
2 interceptions already on the year. First fumble recovery. And that is a huge switch for the York Dukes.
Brown's got to be frustrated with that. The ball in his hands, and it just got punched out. And now they're going to come right back out on offense. So after York turns it over with the fumble, Willowbrook does the same exact thing. And I don't think Brown would expect that. You'd assume him as a much more of that power guy who is used to doing that, but not this case.
It almost just looked like it didn't even look like anyone touched him. It just looked like it popped right out of his hands.
Maybe they have it held in securely high and tight like every coach suggests.
I wouldn't be extremely happy, though, if I was York defense right now. I'd still go back, get in the huddle.
Right.
Talk it over, because you can't let runs like that happen. They did get lucky there.
Kastner bullies a man up the middle, and it was a pickup about 5. You're right. There were players getting flattened by that Willowbrook offensive line, and Willowbrook's offensive line is really talented. They do have a number 70, Enrique Cruz. He's going to Syracuse next year as York goes a little bit more quick.
3rd and 1 here.
It'll be 3rd down and 1. Assad sneaks it. Did he get there? It's all about the spot.
It's going to be real close, Bobby. It almost looks like the ref's going to give it to him where he's standing, and they give him the first.
There you go. Called it again.
Huge.
Big first down for Max Assad as they hit the ground twice, and then they sneak it. Wonder do they go to the air within these next couple plays? As Assad is in the backfield. Oh, try to get a guy to jump off sides. Couldn't. There was a little flinch by the right end. Assad has 2 receivers out to his left. Keeps it on the ground with Kastner, and Kastner was wrapped up immediately and got maybe 2-3 yards.
We talked about in the first 2 weeks, specifically Gavin and I when we were up here, was the York offense, the way they were able to get up to the ball, snap it, and catch the defense off their toes.
And especially, like I remember Gavin has mentioned this multiple times, they do the hard count to try to draw people off sides.
Yeah, the Aaron Rodgers hard count.
Exactly.
That's what he likes to call it. I don't like the name of it.
The quick little screenplay wrapped up immediately. It's going to be a loss of about 2, maybe 3, and it's going to be 3rd down. 3rd down and 9. And this is a spot where York is going to have to go to the air here. Third and 9. Berman and Malaga are on the close side. No tight ends for York.
Cote and Ayash on the far side.
Assad throws pass.
He caught that.
Underthrown, but it looked like it was caught. It was, and it's going to be a first down. That was a low throw. As Levens is going to check right back in the game for Berman. So York with Levens in. And Levens not much of that receiving tight end. He's much more the blocking tight end that we're used to seeing. Him being such a physical body up front.
And that was a very crucial catch there from Ayash. A player who had 6 receptions last week for 66 yards. No touchdowns, of course. Actually 2, I believe, that got called back.
Keep it on the ground with Kastner, kind of bounces back. I think the ball came out just a little late.
Call him down.
It did look like he was down. It's going to be 2nd down and 8 for York. It'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Dukes at their own 39. Assad and shotgun, another little screen pass to Malaga. Got through. He'll be short of the first down marker just by a few inches. It's gonna be third and inches again. You sneak it here with Assad?
No, I'm giving it to. I'm gonna hand that off to Kastner right here. There it is.
They hand it off to Kastner. Who
Easy pickup.
hits the outside and down the sideline, gets a few more extra yards. So they just needed just a couple inches. They ended up getting 6 more yards, and it's going to be another York first down. And York, they like to do that. They like to run with Kastner, and Kastner looks out the middle. He can bounce either left or right, and that's why he's going to Michigan Tech. Again, another handoff to Kastner. They went back to back. Now that's the good thing when they have Boysen in is they can run the option.
Right,
so
the RPO.
He can kick out and get a few more yards out of that. And Assad is much more the pocket passer that we're used to.
That's definitely the struggle we've seen so far in the offense is the inconsistency. You know, you don't know who to start. They're both good quarterbacks. They both give a lot to each side. But they both give a lot toward the run game, the pass game. Said it multiple times. I would don't be surprised if you see Boysen come in here, even if Max is doing very well.
Right.
Expect to see Boysen in the game coming in at quarterback like a wildcat, takes a middle type package.
Just to keep Willowbrook on their toes. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Assad is going to pass. Final man underneath that was Malaga. You were pointing towards. Were you pointing towards Ayash?
Yeah, I was pointing towards Ayash.
Trying to draw like a pass interference?
No. He was just so open.
Oh. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for York. Another situation where they're most likely going to have to go to the air. York is 2 for 2 this drive on 3rd downs. They had the pass, or are they 3 for 3? They might be 3 for 3. The sneak with Assad.
Yeah.
The run to Kastner. And then Assad passing. Found a man.
He gets the first.
It's going to be a 1st down. That is Luke Malaga, and that's Max Assad's favorite target. And Luke Malaga says, we trust both QBs. If Mikey's in, we focus on getting those outside blocks, like I mentioned.
And that's a great job from both Assad and Malaga, both recognizing where the 1st down marker was. Malaga, as soon as he caught it, you could see him fall back, noticing, recognizing his job, his role, knowing just to get the 1st down rather than pick up a big play.
Assad goes down the sideline with Ayash. One-on-one. It is incomplete, no flag. Right at the goal line. And Malaga said, our job as the receivers, we just want to do the best we can and get open and catch passes, and that's what the receiver's job is.
Another fact of this game, number 37, Mark Schneider, back off an injury. The original backup running back before Boysen was input into this offensive running scheme. Expect him to be coming in and out, subbing in for Kastner. Expect him to get some carries as well.
3:17 left in the opening quarter. It's a toss to Kastner. Got a good run. Kind of got upended, and he's going to be short of the marker by just a few yards. It's going to be 3rd down and about 2. That's a great run there by Kastner.
And I'd expect him to pass here the way they've been passing really well all game long. Get up to the line really quick. 3 men left.
Yeah, they have trips left, and we have a whistle. Timeout, York. It is a York called timeout with 2:54. So you're expecting a pass here on 3rd and 2, like a slant route or more of a little
maybe like a little curl.
route?
I'm expecting trips left. Well, they probably won't come out there with the same formation.
Makes sense.
Run a little curl route, know where the 1st down is. Don't go for the end zone, that'd just be silly. But yeah, I wouldn't expect a run because I think Willowbrook's expecting the run. I think Max Assad has been throwing the ball really well so far this game. Just don't be.
I'm sure that's the one thing that both quarterbacks really worked hard in practice this week is executing their throws, having great communication. And you go back to just a few plays ago with Malaga on 3rd down and 7 that was, and you said that's just a great sight by them to know where it is, and that goes right again to great communication by both Malaga and Assad.
I talked to a few of the players this week, and they said this week is the hardest they've practiced in practice all season long. Specifically, both the quarterbacks, they got both of them got equal starting reps in practice, good familiarity with the starting core.
Well, so they probably don't want to go into this game knowing we haven't scored in 2 weeks.
Right.
We want to change that. Malaga on a sweep, couldn't get much, and then he got hit hard on 3rd down and 3. It'll be 4th down and about 5 at the 29.
You got to go for it. It's too far to kick, too close to punt. It would have been nice if they even picked up a few on that play.
You need to get closer to the marker, you're right.
Even if it was 4th and 1, 4th and 2, fine, but 4th and 5, 4th and 6.
You're 4th and 5.
It's not where you want to be.
Right. Trips left. Berman, I believe that's Levens and a Malaga. Assad. Little curl.
Oh, what a catch.
Assad thread the needle. It was caught by Sammy Ayash, and it's a first down for York.
No, it was, they dropped it.
Oh, did they say incomplete?
Yeah.
I thought it had been caught. From where we were, it looked like it had been caught. So York turns it over on downs as Ayash couldn't corral it. It was a great throw by Assad. He threaded the needle between two defenders. Ayash just couldn't corral it. And now York's offense again will go back to the drawing board. As Willowbrook, who last time out, it was Josh Brown fumble at around the 15-yard line, which is a very rare sight. There's Brown again. It's a good run for about 5, maybe 6 yards. Down to the 36-yard line of Willowbrook. We're going to see 2nd and 4. Again, they keep it on the ground a little quick. And it's going to be another first down for Willowbrook as they've kept it on the ground. That's what they like to do. And you were right about Josh Brown. He had 351 last week and 4 touchdowns, but it wasn't just him.
Wasn't just him.
It was Jalen White, who's 4 in White, as again they attack it with Brown, who's gets another good run for about 7, 8 yards and just gets great blocks from that offensive line.
Number 31, Josh Brown again on the run for the Warriors. He was stopped by an ensemble of Heats.
They got to do something different on that defensive front. 3 men is not going to cut it.
Again, they have 3 men on the line. Little miscommunication maybe, and Brown didn't get much. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Warriors.
Again, stack that front. Expect a run. You gotta have to. You have to put 4 or 5 guys on that front in the box.
You would want to have what would be your ideal? 3 D linemen and then 2 DNs?
Yeah.
Or maybe an outside linebacker even?
I want I want that. I want 4 or 5. And I want 3 linebackers and a safety, 2 corners.
3rd down and 2.
Miscommunication on the offense.
The stands on our side are getting.
And don't get me wrong, this
is Willowbrook, I believe, is going to call timeout.
Don't get me wrong.
With 23 seconds left.
This defensive line and Walker, Carrillo, and Grace, they've done a great job, but they're not getting any help. You know, they're doing their job. They're keeping Brown inside, collapsing. He just blasts a hole, and the linebackers just aren't there to make the tackle.
Right, and the good thing for Willowbrook, at least, is that offensive line. They've paved the holes wide open, as big as buses can go through. And those linebackers at the second level, you're right, they have to step up and make those plays, because those linemen, it's not they're just taking one hand and pushing these guys to the ground. This York D line is strong and is going to make it a problem. Be 3rd down and 2 for Willowbrook. 23 seconds left in the opening quarter. Willowbrook has got 1 timeout left. Quarter's not even complete yet. 3rd and 2, 2 backs in the backfield. That's Jalen White, I believe, who got it, and he got a first down. Jalen White is the backup, and he's a little bit more of a speed threat. He's not much of a power guy, especially the way he's built compared to Josh Brown. He's a little more lean. It's Willowbrook, they don't just go up the middle. They go to both sides. And again, 2 backs in that backfield per. As there's Jalen White again, who got met right at the line of scrimmage.
It's definitely the stop that they needed.
Well, that's kind of what York's linebackers need to do. They had to fly to the ball, try not to get picked up on a block, as that will end the opening quarter here at Clarence D. East Field. 7-0 Willowbrook, and they are marching on top of York.
It's second and 12 for the Warriors at the start of the second quarter. They have the lead and have possession of the football.
Start of the second quarter, and Willowbrook will start it there at the York 48 as there is a run to the left side by Josh Brown, who will be brought down at the 40. So now it's going to be third down in about 4. You're going to expect
the run.
Expect the run.
Again and again and again.
That's what's worked thus far for the Warriors.
They need an extra tackle in the box.
Brown to the right side. Got it and a little more. It's going to be a pickup of about 7.
Number 14, Tyler Pacino.
Hand it off to Brown again to the left side. Breaks one tackle, broke a second, and has him up by a group of Dukes. And it's brought down at the 25-24. It's going to be second down and 1.
Yeah, great job from Prashilo and Hendren recognizing where the ball carrier was. Collapsing in, Prashilo specifically knowing his role, knowing he has to keep him inside of his body from preventing him from getting big runs.
White was met, and he was brought down. That's going to go as a loss for yards, and that's a great play of the defense flying in. Brandon Walker, it's going to be third down and about 8. Are we expecting run here, or do you think they pass it with Plisky?
I'm expecting the run. It's working over and over and over again, and if they don't stack that box, they're just going to keep running into their faces, and nothing's going to work.
Third and 8. This will be a big stop for the York defense if they can get one. 2 to the left. Man in motion. Again, they keep it on the ground with Brown, who attacked right up the middle. Question is a spot. Did he get there? He's going to be short. Fourth down and about 1. But they're going to go up the middle.
They're going to run it right up the middle. Stack the box. There they go.
Question is a spot. Did he get there?
It's going to be
looks
really
like he
close,
did.
Bobby.
May get the chains out just. They don't need the chains. It's first down, Willowbrook. York students are letting the officials hear it. They thought it should have been measured or short. Again, Brown in the backfield with Plisky to his.
No, he got the first down. They don't know what they're talking about in the student
Plisky
section.
throws, pass.
Gavin
hit the turf, incomplete. Looked like Hendren had it. Moving down at about the 3-4 yard line. Instead, it's going to be 2nd down and 10. That would be.
That happens sometimes. That was Hendren. You know, that happens sometimes. Sometimes when you see the ball coming to you, the lights, no, not the lights, the fame, not the fame. I don't know how to put it.
Energy.
The energy, the excitement
energy.
of thinking
emotion.
what you're going to do before you catch it. Oh, this ball's coming my way. I'm going to try and run it back. But then you drop it.
Again, Willowbrook keeps it on the ground, go figure. And it's going to be 3rd down and about 9. But what you said the whole time is expect the run. You expect the run here, especially after Plisky nearly threw an interception. 3rd down and 9. It's not a packed house by any means. Two receivers out to the left, a receiver out to the right, and a tight end on the right side with Brown in the backfield. Plisky, low throw. They're going to pass.
Here comes the rush.
Pocket collapses. Pass is too high, incomplete, and it's going to be 4th down and 8. That was a good job by the York defense collapsing that pocket, because they got to get pressure on Plisky would be huge.
Yeah, I believe that was Everett Snyder who almost got to him. Couldn't quite get there. Had his hand out, he was almost reaching for the ball rather than worried about the tackle.
So this is going to be about what we're looking at, a 39-yard attempt. York blocked a few field goals and extra points last year. Let's see if they still got it in them. Snap is high, kick on the way. It is no good. Missed it to the left. So York's defense holds strong, which it's done all season. And a missed field goal from 39 yards out. It's going to be York football.
That's a huge change in momentum. 8:24 left in the second. You know, you got to make a few changes offensively if you want to look to score. Do you bring out Boysen? Do you not? Do you throw more? Do you run more?
Let's not even bring in Boysen as the
running
quarterback.
Back, or, no, I'm saying like even a running back, quarterback,
right,
like a wildcat.
Right, exactly. You can line up a side, maybe a little flea flicker of some sort.
Line up Assad, right, in the slot, something.
Trips to right, Assad throws high and complete. 2nd down and 10.
I will say he has been throwing the ball pretty well.
He has. He's put the spiral on it.
Yeah.
He's got a zip on it. Was a little shocked they didn't run it with Kastner on 1st down. I would have expected them to, knowing that it's worked pretty well for the most part. Instead, they went back to the air. Kastner in the backfield with Assad. Kastner tries to find a hole, and he got a few yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 8, 3rd down and 7.
Now you got to look to throw here. But you can't make a mistake because you can't put Willowbrook back in your own territory for the 2nd time in a row.
If you don't convert here, punt is the best case scenario. And a good punt out of Perchilo. 2 receivers on both sides. Kastner to the left for Assad. Assad drops back, is going to fire. Malaga caught that behind him. Good enough for a 1st down. Malaga was running a little too quick for that.
I had a little heart attack there. That ball was tipped.
For Assad's pass, caught it behind him, and it's good for another York 1st down. And that's what York wants to do, move the chains. And you're right, they wanted to keep it through the air, and it's worked.
And it worked again.
York has played real clean footballs. There's Assad, he's got a man open, and that was Ayash incomplete.
And he had a man wide open.
He
just
did.
Overthrew him. Ran his route. Good spiral on the ball. Bring up 2nd and 10.
Wonder did Ayash maybe underrun his route, but York has played a clean game thus far. I don't believe they have had a single penalty. which last week that was hurting them.
Oh.
And
Last few
especially
weeks.
down the stretch, that was hurting them. 3 receivers to the left. I believe they have a tight end to the left too. It's a toss to Kastner. Gets a good run a little more. Is it good enough for a first down?
It'd be a little bit short.
Might be a 3rd down in inches.
Ooh. Get up and snap it.
It's going to be 3rd down. It's going to be 3rd down in inches. So I'm actually a little surprised they aren't sneaking with Kastner or Assad here. In such a close yardage situation, now Assad under center. He got it. First down.
That was a great play call. Great recognition, knowing where the defense was, throwing them off their feet. What's that term there? Throwing them off their, catching them off guard.
Catch them off guard. There you go.
Jeez, man.
Ball exactly at midfield for York is another possession where they're moving it really well. They just have to execute down the stretch. Toss to Kastner to the right. Met in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Hey. Kastner's getting up looking for the call. A little late. He was kind of just sitting there on the ground. Took a late hit. No whistle.
Ran the toss to the left earlier. They tried it to the right to see if that worked. That didn't. And that's a little shocking that they kind of ran it almost back-to-back plays. It'll be 2nd and 16. Kastner moves to the left of Assad. He's going to pass. Pocket collapses. Little screen play to Kastner, and he is met and brought down immediately. And it's a loss of maybe 2. Now we're looking at a 3rd down and 18. We're expecting them to go to the air here, what they have done. If there's a receiver you're expecting to get open, who would that be? Would that be Ayash?
I might look. I was gonna say I might look for Ayash. Malaga's almost too obvious.
I believe that's Cal Harris on the very bottom of your screen, as Levens is frustrated on the sideline.
And you also have to expect that rush from Willowbrook.
Right.
They have to pick up nearly 20 yards here.
4-man rush. Assad steps up. Little float throw. That is caught by Ash. Inside the 10. He is gone. Touchdown, York.
Who nailed that out on the mini? Both of us. Let's go, Bobby.
It took 9 quarters, and York finally got a score.
Let's throw them on.
You're going to throw on the touchdown shades.
Touchdown glasses, baby.
It is going to go as what I believe is a 56-yard touchdown, maybe it's a 58-yard touchdown pass and catch by Assad to Ayash. Will it result in 7? It will. Extra point is up and good.
Now we got a ball game, baby.
So after Willowbrook missed their own field goal, couldn't execute, we are tied at 7.
Oh, man.
Took 9 quarters. York really wasn't executing that well on offense. There was a little sloppy time to time there. Just a great pass by Assad to find Ayash.
I have never seen Max move like that in my life. The way he recognized the pocket was collapsing, he ran up, ran a few snaps, looked, saw Ayash like we said. Malaga was too obvious. Ayash wide open down the field, breaks the tackle, scores a touchdown. 7-7, 5:20 left in the ball game.
Was the top target last week with Boysen.
Right.
That time.
6 catches, 66 yards, few touchdowns. Actually, I believe it was 2 touchdowns. Said earlier, 2 touchdowns called back.
Tremendous job there by that York offense. A great play call, and you're right. Assad, he read it. He stepped, he took 6 steps forward, and he kind of floated it to Ayash, who broke a tackle and took it the distance. It is a 58-yard touchdown pass and catch from Assad to Ayash. Tie this game up with 5:20 left in the second quarter. So Max Hansman will.
I feel like my mic's a little too loud. I tried to turn it down. It's good now.
I think so. I thought it was fine. I thought it was fine at first.
Yeah.
Maybe our volume's just a little loud
Yeah,
that we're
yeah.
hearing. As you adjust our audio levels. From about the 2, brings it up, breaks one tackle and is brought down at the 30, so about a 28-yard return.
Number 38, Hayden Rainier.
As Hayden Rainier brought him down.
There we go.
Raiders on the 30-yard line.
Be first down and 10 for Willowbrook. Now, if you're the York defense, they had forced turnovers. They did a good job last game, or last drive, to force the missed field goal. You think they got that confidence going? They have a high confidence here?
Oh, yeah. Nothing better than a defense coming out on the field after your offense just scored a touchdown.
Low snap. Give it to Brown. Will run to the right side. It breaks one tackle.
Number 31, Josh
And it's a pickup about 7. It's going to be second down and 3.
brought down to number 19, Jeff Cohen-Ainsley. Second down, 3 yards to go.
It'd be ideal for York to at least go into halftime tied and get the ball to start the opening quarter. As there is a great run brought down at the 49 by Matt Kavanaugh.
First down, Warriors. Tackle was made by number 1, Matt Kavanaugh. First and 10 for Willowbrook on the 49-yard line.
But I would say it's only a matter of time before they head back to the air. Time may be on Willowbrook's side, but it's only a matter of time. As there is Brown with a nice run up the middle, hits the right side, and he is inside the 10. He is gone. Touchdown, Willowbrook.
Number 31, Josh Brown.
So after the York scored, it only took about 4 plays for Willowbrook to answer right back, and you just wonder, was the defense just a little too confident?
Yeah, Brown showing off a little bit of elusiveness there. Juked a few guys, saw the open field. Something he's been doing really well all game is as soon as he gets that handoff, he recognizes where that open hole is, and right there he found it. Beat Hendren to the end zone.
Next point is up. It is good. End of the band. 14-7 is our score. We will take a quick break. 4:13 left in the second quarter prior to halftime here on YSN.
Number 50, Milano, number 20, Patrick.
Willowbrook will send it away with 4:13 to go, and Josh Brown, I believe that was his second touchdown of the game. No shock, he had 4 last week. I think he had 5 the week before at Addison Trail.
Yeah, 10 totals. That's his 12th of the season so far.
Little squib kick. And brought out to the 40. That's an odd decision.
That's a good return from Naraki, too.
It was brought out by Naraki. That is a strange decision because we don't see that a whole lot, especially with 4:07 left.
You got a lot of time left. I don't know, maybe they're hoping to get a fumble or something.
Maybe just a funny bounce, you get right back on it, and that's possible. We saw that in the sophomore game.
Right.
But now York's offense will go to work at the 40-yard line. It's only 60 yards to go. Would you expect them to go the air right now, or do you stay on the ground with Kastner?
Screen pass.
Expecting a screen pass.
Nope.
Kept it on the ground with
Kept it
Kastner.
on the ground.
Tries to hit the outside. Makes contact, a hard hit. and a pickup of about 2 yards for Kastner as he tried to hit the outside, really couldn't.
Hear that student section. You can hear the ooh.
Yeah,
in the air, man.
they felt that.
They heard it. They felt it.
That was just pure plastic and metal on plastic and metal.
Us kids, we love that content.
Oh, yeah,
Head to head.
absolutely.
That's the best
Shoulder
part.
pads hitting shoulder pads.
Yeah, I guess I can't really say head to head.
Yeah, that's not safe. Kastner up the middle, got Mehdi, and then he kind of spun his way for a few more yards. So now we're going to be looking at a 3rd down and about 4 opportunity. And hobbling off the field right now for York is number 52, Toa Hofflick. Third down and 4. Trips left.
Got to convert here.
They're looking Fayash again, one-on-one down the sideline. I was a little behind.
That's pass interference.
No flag.
That was total pass interference, Bobby.
You're right. It did kind of
he
look
had
like
both
he
his arms.
had
He was
him
all the way
wrapped
around
up.
him. He was all the way around him. There's no excuse for that.
Now you're looking at a 4th down and 4 with 2:55 left. Do you punt or do you go for it?
You got. I mean, you don't really want to give Willowbrook that good field position.
Right.
But how much is a punt really going to help you when you have Josh Brown? I think. I'm going for it. I'm going for it.
You're taking that risk. That's what Fitz is
for
going to do. 3rd down and 4 for York. They're looking for a strike. Ayash takes about 2 steps to his left.
It was an odd play call, though. I mean, maybe they're going to go for that hard count, maybe?
They could be trying the hard count.
If they were going to plan on going for it on this play, I would have ran it last play and then looked at my options on 4th and short.
Assad is going to pass. It is caught. I believe that's
Fred Levins.
That's Fred Levins out across the 45 down to the 43 and is good for another 1st down for York on a slant route. That's a great play by Assad to zip that right into
another great
Levins.
pass. He's been passing the ball really well this game. You know, that last play to Sammy. That was a good ball, too.
Oh, yeah, it was. Another run, trips right.
Refs haven't been calling much.
Run to the right,
today.
possibly.
Screen. There it is.
Screen play to Malaga.
That's
I like
what I was
that a
looking
lot. As Malaga's got a 1st down, a little more down the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds at around the 25-yard line, which is good for another York 1st down. They got the 1st down off the slant. Little screen pass. Malaga hits the outside, and there's another 1st down there. Ooh, they're going quick with it. Trips left. Screen play the other way. There you go again.
Oh, that passing game is hot, Bobby.
Malaga got a gain of about 6, maybe 7. It's gonna be. We're looking at a 2nd down and 3 for York. Kastner got a few, not enough to move the sticks. I mean, he's about maybe 1-2 yards short. So it's a 3rd down and a long 1.
Get back up to the line.
And Willowbrook calls their last and final timeout with 1:48 to go. Well, York they're moving quick, and we're gonna take a timeout ourselves.
To remind you that District 205 mandates all spectators wear masks and practice social distance. The York Athletic Department greatly appreciates your cooperation following all health and safety procedures. Athletic training services are provided by Rush Physical Therapy. Special thanks to our athletic trainers tonight, Diana Casacola and Danielle Jasinski.
Third down and one, pardon me, for York. Dane, in this situation, you said you would run it.
I said I'd run it because if you get up to 4th and 1, you're not going to lose yards here. Pound the ball to Kastner up the middle. Hope you get the 1st down. If you don't, you got 4th and short again. Same situation. You turn the ball over. So what? You know, 1:30 left, going all the way back down the floor or the court or the field. Jesus, and there it is. They got it.
Kastner up the middle ran for a first down as you were called this a court and everything else except the field.
Yeah.
It's going to be a first down for York.
Still in basketball mode.
Still in basketball mode. This is week 4 of the football season. Here we are.
Oops.
It will be first down and 10 for York.
Yeah, I agree with that run play though. I don't think the defense was ready for it.
We have an injured Warrior down on the field. But finish your thought.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready on that play. I think that was a great play call. Again, I'm just gonna say if York gets in that situation again, 3rd and short, time remaining, even in this drive, punch it on 3rd and short. You know, don't pass it because you don't get it. We're not really kicking field goals here.
Right.
You know, we're going for it. We're going
exactly
for the touchdown.
And ideally, with York at least, you go into half at least tied. You know,
Right.
Josh Brown is.
Right.
It depends how much time is left. Like if there's about 30 seconds, I don't expect them just to kind of tell Brown to say, all right, rip one off for 80 yards. It's more of, okay, we got to go back to like the long passes, which is Pulaski ready for.
No.
He's a freshman quarterback. I wouldn't think so. He's already overthrown one pass that and almost was picked off by Hendren.
Yeah, I like we were saying, you got to score it because you get the ball at half too.
Right.
You want to be at least tied. You want to have momentum going in the second half. You don't want to be down. Even a field goal.
To Malaga, who is down inside the 10 to the 8. So we're looking at about a 2nd and 4, 2nd and 3 opportunity here for the Dukes. And you're right, we're not kicking field goals, or at least I'm sure that's not in York's mind, as they are going a little more quick. As there's Kastner up the middle, down to the 5, the 4 to the 3. With a minute to go. I would say here, since Willowbrook doesn't have timeout, if you're York, do you kind of slow things up just a little bit?
Yeah. Well, you got 3 timeouts left, right, too? You have 3
Exactly.
timeouts left? Yeah, slow it down. You need to use the timeout, you can, right? You do
Right.
get you get a little bit of time stopping the chains. Well, now you're within a minute.
As Kastner's down to the 1, it's going to be 2nd down and goal from
55 seconds left
3rd
for
and
you
goal.
people at home that can't see the time. Kind of keep forgetting to mention that.
Right.
45, 44, 43.
But we're right. They are going a little more slow, so Willowbrook doesn't have a good chance to
Well,
run
at this point, they got nothing. So
Right.
they expected
Kastner
it.
was
Okay, now you got to use that
met
timeout.
right away. You use the timeout here on
Yeah, I'd use the timeout here. And there it is.
3rd down and about 29 seconds
Coach
left.
Dana.
Coach Dane up here. Now if you're York, you're looking at a 3rd down and goal from the 1. It's a long one, maybe 2. Where would you, looks like it's a 3rd down and 3 from where the spot of the ball is.
Again, it's a tough
You run
ball.
a little, would you run a screen? Would you run a slant?
It's kind of like we were just saying on that last one where it was, what, 3rd and 1. It's another tough call because it's not 3rd and goal, or it's not 3rd and 1. You're not on the 1, you're on the 3.
Right. You're in.
And they're going to be expecting
You
the
have to
run,
score.
just like on that last play. You need to score. Obviously, you need to score. I'm saying you don't want to settle for a field goal, not in this situation. You don't want to go in the locker room, like we just said, down. I think, obviously, would you settle for a field goal? I think I would at this point. You don't want to.
Right. I would
It's such a
say
tough
it
call.
depends how much time is left.
Right.
Because if you get an incompletion here, you're looking at 23 seconds left. Even I think maybe a 6-yard out or something to either Ayash or Berman.
I'm going to expect a 3 in slant to Malaga on the left side. He's lined up in the slot. Nope.
It's
Fred-
dropped it. That would have been a touchdown as Fred Levins in and out of his hands, incomplete with 26 seconds left. Now you're looking at a 4th and goal from the 2.
Go for it.
I think,
Go for it.
I think this is a big decision that Fitz has to make here. It is 4th and goal.
Still deciding. You got the play clock running.
You do have 2 timeouts.
.26 seconds.
Trips left for Assad and company.
Yeah, that's a good timeout. Wait, what?
They said timeout Willowbrook, and the
Willowbrook doesn't have
scoreboard.
timeouts left. That should be a flag, no?
I'm not sure. I've never seen this happen before. The York coaching staff lit up. We go off the scoreboard. I think that's the most accurate
Flag,
thing
there
here.
it is. Yeah.
There's a flag. Is that an automatic first down?
Yeah. Oh, ooh. That should be. That should be a first down.
I'm not sure because I don't know what it is. Is it a delay of game or what they really call here? So now I think
I believe it's a delay of game.
So is that just
it might just
4th and 1?
It might just pull it up to 4th and 1, half the distance. I'm not quite
half
sure.
the distance going. Well, that would be.
That would be the 1. Yeah. I think they're
the
talking
officials
it over.
discuss it over. I think it's still going to be 4th down here, with 26 seconds left. York. Oh, now two more officials
I think
are
they're talking it over to see if
just to get some clarification.
right. Spotted the ball. First down. Yeah, I think it's still 4th down. The chain man hasn't changed anything. The players don't seem to know. And they call timeout.
York calls timeout, so it's going to be 4th and goal from the 1 here. As York calls the timeout, they have 1 left. What are you doing here if you are in the situation of Fitz?
You got to do something that catches the defense off guard. Now you got 4th and 1. That's a huge advantage. So now you got more options. You know, you maybe throw Boysen in there, run an RPO. Didn't think about that till now. Passing or pound up the middle because they're going to expect a run.
And they haven't seen Boysen yet.
And they haven't seen Boysen yet. So I think if you throw Boysen in there, that's like a secret weapon wild card. Nothing against Assad. He's been throwing the ball so well so far.
You would assume, though, that Willowbrook does have footage on Boysen.
Yeah.
Of course
well,
they
they had him all last week.
Exactly, because I
But they
believe
haven't seen him yet today.
Willowbrook played on Thursday, York played on Saturday, so I'm sure someone out of Willowbrook went to Hinsdale, which you never know with these COVID rules.
You have Assad out there now.
4th and 1.
Shotgun formation.
I don't see Boysen. Kastner now to the left.
Come on, Kastner. Get in there, buddy. Yes!
Touchdown, York. Kastner up the middle. We are tied. Oh, we're an extra point away from being tied. This would be 22 seconds. Put the touchdown glasses on.
Yeah, go for it.
And there is Dane Emmerich with the touchdown glasses. There he is with the shades. Extra point on the way from what will be Hansman. He's good. And we are tied. We are tied at 14. Well, now we have to flip the script here. Willowbrook, 22 seconds. Are they going to the air, or are they going to just maybe a knee?
Maybe a knee. I'd just run it. I'd go into halftime.
And just kind of,
you don't want to throw a mistake.
Right.
You don't want to throw a pick.
That's true, because what if he does throw an interception here?
You throw a pick, you get back downfield. Now you're down 21-14, going to the locker room, and then you have to kick off again.
Right.
So I think
and that would just be a total kick in the butt to you.
Yeah, keep it simple.
That makes sense. Keep it on the ground, especially with the freshman quarterback, who has made a few big mistakes here. And even though there aren't playoffs, it's still such a big game for York, just for, what would you say, confidence, or at least to, give a little momentum going into these final 2 weeks of the season.
Sorry, what was that? My mic's out.
If you're York, even though this isn't there's no playoffs, you would still consider this a big game to go into the next 2 weeks with some confidence.
Oh, yeah. Seniors, you want to win every game. They're playing with their hearts out. They're kind of forgetting about playoffs. Who cares?
Right.
Right.
Even
You're
though
still looking to improve. Also, for the juniors, you have a season coming up in the fall.
Right. It's a quick turnaround.
It's what, 4 or 5 months from now?
Well, we're in what, April?
Let's do the math. I don't.
Yeah, about 5 months.
Yeah,
that's
they're going to
crazy.
start playing again in June, July for practice. So
right, and also the sophomore David Locke.
Sophomore David Locke, the sophomores now.
That is the other thing, and that sophomore team won 48-0 today. And all right, you were right, a knee. Here we go into halftime.
Yeah.
So we'll take this into halftime. Smart move there by Willowbrook, but York's fans have got to be pleased.
Oh, yeah.
The coaching staff has to be pleased. You went 9 whole quarters without a score, and then in under 6 minutes, 2 touchdowns. And just like that, we are tied at 14 as we go into the break. Last thoughts of the first half?
Great job converting in the end zone, right? Last 2 weeks, didn't do a good job of it. They did get into the red zone.
Multiple
They
times.
did get there multiple times. They pound the ball downfield. They just couldn't get to convert. This week, great job converting, scoring touchdowns, staying in the game. You know, keeping that run game to only 14 points. Not horrible, not great. As the band will come on the field.
Band, yes.
All right.
Now, Willowbrook, this is right before we go.
Yeah.
Most points they've allowed all season to a team.
Oh, right.
It's halftime.
Right, Willowbrook so far.
13.
First game, 40-0. Second game, 48-13. Third game, 42-7.
Exactly.
You're right.
So that takes us into halftime. We will take a timeout. York and Willowbrook are tied at 14.
let's hear it for your York Town team.
Testing. Okay, I can hear myself. Okay. Good evening, Duke fans. Right now it is halftime, tied at 14 all. What is going on around other sports, you may ask? Well, I've got your updates. Right now, the Oakland A's are playing the Houston Astros and currently lead 1-0. Jed Lowry hits his first home run of the season off of Lance McCullers. Out in L.A., the L.A. Angels lead the Toronto Blue Jays 7-0. Jared Walsh playing a big part in that, hitting a 2-run homer. The Cleveland Indians, or the Cleveland baseball team as I should say, are leading the Detroit Tigers 4-0. The Atlanta Braves are currently leading the Philadelphia Phillies 3-1. San Diego Padres are leading the Texas Rangers 3-0. The Tampa Bay Rays beat the New York Yankees today 10-5. The Los Angeles Dodgers beat the Nationals 1-0 today. Today, the Los Angeles Dodgers were presented their World Series rings for their 2020 World Series Championship. And finally, the San Francisco Giants beat the Colorado Rockies today by a score of 3-1. Johnny Cueto making a dazzling start today, going 8.2 innings, 1 inning away, 1 out away from a complete game, giving up 4 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 7 strikeouts. The only game left to resume play today is the Cincinnati Reds versus the Arizona Diamondbacks. Tyler Mahle on the mound for the Cincinnati Reds, and Taylor Wedner on the mound for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Getting over to the standings in baseball now. In the NL Central, the Cincinnati Reds are off to a scorching hot start at a 5-1 record, while Cincinnati stays in first. St. Louis is currently in second with a 5-2 record. The Chicago Cubs, who have an abysmal start to their hitting but currently have good pitching, are off to a 4-3 start. The Milwaukee Brewers are currently sitting at 3-4, fourth place in the division, and the Pittsburgh Pirates are sitting in dead last at a record of 1-6, losing their last 6 in a row. In the NL East, the Philadelphia Phillies are currently in first place with a record of 5-1. The New York Mets currently sit in second with a record of 2-2 and even 500. The Atlanta Braves are currently in third place with a 2-4 record, and in fourth, the Washington Nationals with a 1-3 record, and the Miami Marlins in dead last with a 1-6 record. Over to the NL West, the LA Dodgers are in first place, no surprise there, with a 6-2 record. The San Diego Padres and San Francisco Giants are tied for second, both with a 4-3 record. The Colorado Rockies have a 3-5 record, currently in fourth place, and the Arizona Diamondbacks currently sit in last in the NL West with a 2-5 record. Now over to the American League East. The Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox are both tied for first place. How about that? It's only 7 games in, folks, but you never know. The Boston Red Sox may be a sneaky contender this year along with the Baltimore Orioles. The New York Yankees and Tampa Bay Rays and the Toronto Blue Jays all sit in a 3-way tie for third with a 3-4 record. Off to the AL Central. The Minnesota Twins currently sit in first with a 5-2 record. The Chicago White Sox currently sit in second with a 4-4 record. The Detroit Tigers and the Kansas City Royals are also tied in second with a 3-3 record apiece, both at 500, and the Cleveland baseball team is currently sitting in last with a 2-3 record. Over to the AL West, the Houston Astros are off to a scorching hot start, winning 6 games to 1 loss. The LA Angels are 5-2, trouncing the White Sox 3-1 in that series opening day weekend. The Texas Rangers currently sit in third with a 3-3 record. The Seattle Mariners currently in fourth with a 3-4 record. And finally, the Oakland A's are in dead last with the worst record in baseball at 1-7. That is all for tonight, folks. From this sports update around the league, I'm Will Baumgartner. Thanks for joining me.
That was literally someone in the fans go, hey, Pete, you over on it? Literally that. He is an American. I don't know where. No, I can't. Why don't we put it on? He's very clean.
Start of the second half, York and Willowbrook are tied at 14. The sun has gone down. Dane, your first half takeaways, you said that they've done a good job executing. What are you looking here for in the second half?
I'm looking for the same offensive efficiency. Score the ball. They did a really good job, 14 points. It's more than you can ask for, saying that, you know, they didn't score. They scored 0 points in the last 2 weeks. You know, they've done a decent job defending
Brown.
Josh Brown on the defensive side, the runs. You know, going to this game, you know, the defense knew he was going to be tough to defend. They've done an okay job, obviously keeping him. I'd say he's around 100 yards right about now.
Right, yeah.
So I'd say it's a very well-fought battle. I really like the way that they convert in the end zone.
Twice.
Twice, the way they've done it, right. And we're off.
Kick is away. It is going to be brought back at around the 6-yard line. I think that is that Malaga or is that Kastner? That is Kastner, and he is down to the 30, out across the 35, down to the 36. Now, if York is to finish this game and pull off a win, they will have gotten their first win versus Willowbrook since 2015 as 2 cop cars raced by the stadium. That would be a huge win. First win since 2015. Willowbrook has really had a dominance over the last few seasons.
Yeah, they had that one stick, that quarterback that just graduated last year.
Right.
That runner.
They had so much talent. They made it all the way to the 7A semis. Trips right, and a little screen pass to Malaga. It worked well in the first half. It worked well in the second half as Malaga's got a first down, a little more to the 49-yard line for another York first down.
Expect to come out that screen pass. I feel like it's almost every time. Every time they come out on a drive, they hit that screen pass to Malaga.
Especially to open up a half like this.
Another one.
Opposite side of the field, they go right back to Malaga, who gets a good sizable gain there. So we're looking at a second down and about 3 opportunity. 2nd and 3. You expect to keep it on the ground with Kastner here, or do you
keep
go
it
back to the air?
Yeah, they'll keep it on the ground here. There's no reason to, the way they've been getting down the field last 2 plays, no reason to give them even a chance at interception.
As they do keep it on the ground with Kastner, who got back to the line of scrimmage maybe just a few inches in front of it. And now a 3rd down and 3 opportunity here for York. Assad came out here to start the second half, found the 2 screen passes, and York has done a good job moving the ball after the real good return by Kastner. Stack in the box. A little play action possibly. Keep it on the ground with Kastner, first down. That's what I'm sure the offense wants to see. Those lead blocks up the middle and to plow their way for a first down.
First down,
First and 10 for Assad. Snap was a little high. Pressure comes off the edge. The throw just as high. The coaches were calling for pass interference. That looked uncatchable.
It was definitely uncatchable. The tackle might have been a little early, but there was no way he was catching that ball. It's understandable.
It would have been nice.
Yeah,
to
to
been
get the
there.
flag. Yeah,
Right.
yeah, right. I think if the ball was a little bit lower, I think we would have got the call.
Right. You know, maybe if it was tipped or something.
Right. Because, I mean, I think it was fair. That was a fair call.
The refs have let them play thus far as we're looking at 2nd down and 10. 2 receivers, both sides. Assad rolls to the right. A dart to Malaga. First down a little more. Malaga all the way down to the 20.
Malaga's really showing off so far. Again and again and again, he's catching those passes, but it's what he does after he catches the ball that makes it so impactful.
He's turned on the jets and he's running downfield. They're not running horizontally, they're running vertically, which they've had problems running horizontally. Assad, a bullet.
Oh, what a catch, Sammy! Touchdown, Sammy Ayash keeps his feet in. Wait, what are they doing?
The ball fell out of his hands. They're going to discuss, did he maintain
he was totally
control?
in. Oh, no. Oh, what are you talking about? Oh, man.
The whole
the
stadium
fans hate it.
disagree.
Everyone's booing it. There's a lot of
It
confusion.
looked like he had the ball 3 feet, but did he maintain control all the way through? And I know.
Wait, did he drop it? I don't.
He did. He dropped it in the end zone.
What? On purpose or on accident? Because
I think that was on accident. I don't think he intentionally meant to drop that.
Dude, I wish we could see a replay almost. That was such a great play. His ability to get
stay
in bounds, but also
Keep
separate him
toes
from the
in.
defender.
It's a 2nd down and 10.
Stuck those hands on the ball. I can't believe that came out.
Now Kastner, tackle was
That's
a little
horsepower
high.
too, and they're not going to call it. That's
And now, again, the coaching staff is extremely frustrated how the fact that both times it's not going their way. And we're looking at a 3rd down, and it's a 3rd down and 13.
and they're going to look to they're going to look in the air too here. Max has been throwing the ball really well so far this half.
Well, remember, they had that would have been a touchdown for IAsh.
Very well should have been a touchdown. It was a great placed ball. Levens across the middle. Oh.
Throw was a little high, and it was deflected by Levens, and it's incomplete now. 4th down, 13. It looks like they're going to kick it.
That's a smart call. You know, you want to take your first lead, a little bit of momentum. Got to take what you can get if you're the York Duke offense.
I saw the IAsh cat. I thought IAsh was in. I thought he had both feet down with control, and he dropped it after winning as Levens comes in late. We're looking at 29 yards, just a little bit past the right hash. Hansman's kick on the way. It is
that
good.
was good. That was beautiful.
What a boot by Max Hansman from 39 yards out. Started to slow down at the end, but it got through. So now it is a 17-14 York lead. Our scoreboard gave that to Willowbrook accidentally. It is York. Got that. So now Willowbrook, the last, what we would say, the last 4 minutes of game time has allowed 10 points. I don't think that's happened to them all season.
No, it won't. No.
Obviously not.
Obviously not. No, you look at the scores. Obviously not.
But
I believe it's the first time they've been trailing all season as well for Willowbrook.
It makes sense. It makes sense. And this would be I wouldn't say monumental win for this York program, but it would still be a big one.
It's a feel-good win, you know.
Yes.
You lose those last 2 weeks to real tough teams. You go into this week working really hard in practice.
And it's
you
not
come
like
away with a win. You feel like everything you put into the practice the last few weeks, it finally pays off.
And it's not like either loss last week for them was a blow-up by any margin.
No.
It was a 3-score game both times.
Yeah.
Granted, they were shut out, so it just felt like it was a blowout time to time. But this is such a sizable lead. This is something that the defense is going to get the energy for. It's something the offense has to continue to sustain. You know, if IAsh holds on to that ball, it's 7 instead of just 3. Kick is away. It's a little bit of a line drive kick, a little low.
Go,
all
baby.
the way.
Oh, he touched it. No, he touched it. No.
That was out of bounds.
That's the worst call I've ever seen. Oh, my gosh.
The York coaching staff they were saying he thought he touched it.
He touched it at the last second.
From where we were, you have glasses, you can see a little bit better than I can. I can't.
You can hear. I can hear the parents yelling
their
below us.
Their parents are
he
saying
tipped the ball right before it went out of bounds. I mean, that was a huge mistake on the Willowbrook end. Oh, is he picking up the flag? Maybe.
They're going to talk with it. Willowbrook is not marching.
Oh man.
Their parents all around us.
Even Willowbrook thinks. Oh come on.
They thought it was. It's.
Oh come on.
The ball would be placed at the 35-yard line, I believe. So now what we saw after a dropped touchdown Multiple mistakes. The whole homestand here at Clarence D. Eastfield is going to boo these officials. Now the officials have let them play, but Dane broke his glasses.
It's all right. Happens.
It's going to be 1st and 10 for Willowbrook. They keep it on the ground to the outside. Cuts it back. And a pick up a 10 and 1st down. Is trying to fix your glasses. Are you okay there? Can you
Yeah, I
see?
can see. Just lost an arm.
Okay.
It's fine.
I would put that, yeah, you're going to put that in your pocket.
Yeah, super glue it back on.
Again, up the middle.
Oh, that's a good stop.
That's a good stop. A great ankle tackle.
Man.
And it's a gain of about 3. Second, or a gain of 4, so at midfield. 2nd down and 4. Run to the left side. Another good stop.
Grace does a really good job coming from that left side, coming around. Get a huge tackle.
Now it's a crucial 3rd and 4 here for both the York defense and this Willowbrook offense. You have a feeling they're going to keep it on the ground, but they haven't gotten a real run.
They're totally keeping it on the ground. They're totally keeping it on the ground.
I think they're trying to hard count. The bleachers are bouncing up and down. We can kind of feel it up here. 3rd down and 4. Willowbrook with 2 receivers to the right. Low snap. They're going to pass. Quick throw. Caught. 1st down.
Oh.
It's a quick throw on a slant route and didn't hit the ground. Is caught up high, and another 1st down for York.
Yeah, it's a good play call. Good reception. Again, the receiver knowing where the 1st down was. All he had to do was catch and fall. You know, you don't have to worry about picking up yards after.
Well, the York corners really weren't on a close press.
No, they weren't.
They weren't at the line of scrimmage. They were about 5 yards off. They keep it on the ground with
Oh man, look at
Josh
that spin.
Brown. His nice spin move and just breaking through tackles. Running over bodies is brought down by Jalen Jones at the 30. So it's another 1st down for Willowbrook. And now you're wondering, was this preventable? If that is called at the 4-yard line, if he did touch it, is that preventable? Possibly.
Yeah.
Brown up the middle again. Was wrapped up at a few yards after and just moved through contact down to the 20. That's the one thing Jones has done really well is yards after contact, which we see with so many current backs. He just continues to do that.
2 men in motion.
It's a little odd. Brown, another run to the right side, up the middle, and another 1st down for Willowbrook as we're across the 7-minute mark. First and 10 for Willowbrook at the York 16. Pass is incomplete, no flag. Now, if there had been a flag thrown there, you know, some of these other ones, you think there should have been a flag thrown for pass interference?
Oh, I think our entire side would have gone up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, man.
The students over there, all the coaches, all the players, they were giving us a sideline warning for that. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. It's a little shocking that they threw on 1st down, too, knowing that they haven't thrown a whole lot, only on, like, 3rd down and long situations.
Unlike our last home game against Glenbard West, not many flags called at all this game.
Right.
Maybe a few holding here
Run
and
to
there.
the left side is brought down at the 10. So he's short of the marker by about 2-3 yards. Now you're looking at 3rd down and about 3. Expect him to keep it on the ground here?
You know, I'm not sure anymore. I'm
Third
not sure
down.
anymore.
It's 3rd down and 5.
It's starting to get a little real inconsistent.
Again, the York side is getting loud. They're
Got to get a stop here, Bobby.
trying to get some confusion.
Here's the pass.
Kalicki throws end zone incomplete. I don't see a flag. So now it's 4th down.
That's Hengen's second time getting to the ball where he nearly catches it. Just can't.
And now
Again,
it
would've
looks
been
like
huge.
Willowbrook is going to bring out the field goal unit, which
Smart situation.
Right,
Down
absolutely.
3. Absolutely, yeah. I'd kick here.
Tie this game up.
But they did miss that last field goal, though.
They
It
did.
was a lot further.
It was a little longer. It was about from the same hash mark, I believe, too.
Yeah.
I believe Willowbrook's field goal was about 29, 28 yards, or 39 yards.
A little "you suck" chant coming from the York students section.
That's
Not sure if I can. That's fine.
that isn't best thing to be saying. If I'm being honest. The officials were making some kind of motion. Trying to get in this kicker's head.
Man, it sounds like a packed crowd.
Kick on the way. It is up. It is good. Into where the band would usually be, but they are not there. It's just music stands. And we're tied at 17 with 5:41 left.
We got a 0-0 ball game now, Bobby.
So both teams, their opening drive of the second half took up time, 8 clock. Each drive was about 3.5 minutes each. Settled on 3 points, which I'm sure neither team would like to. They don't like to have that and the way the end drive, especially the way both these teams move the ball downfield. Now you put York situations back out here. Do you continue the balanced attack with throwing the ball the way Assad has thrown the ball today, which has been absolutely tremendous? I'm sure he's well over 100 yards.
Oh, 100%. With
And
that
then,
run?
and then Kastner, who, it's only a matter of time before he just breaks one off.
Right. All right. Oh, yeah, you're right. I'm surprised he hasn't.
He hasn't had that really big run.
Right. I mean, Assad has been throwing so well today.
He has.
You could very well see the way that the Willowbrook defense is lined up. They were prepared for the run. Kastner, that
Absolutely.
run. Even Boysen, they're expecting him too. Obviously, Assad came out, started, has been throwing the ball really well. But like you said, keep coming out here, that same run-pass ratio that they've been doing all game.
The balanced offense in York over the past, really last year and this year, was a little more run-heavy. Line drive kick that is in the hands of Malaga. Who hits the outside, has got a little speed, and he's down to the 40. So another great kick return by this York team. And that's kind of the problem when you kick a line drive kick. It's right at him and doesn't give the kickoff team much to really set up on defense.
No, not at all. It's another huge advantage. It's kind of like kicking the ball out of bounds.
Especially in a situation like this.
Yeah.
They spotted the ball at the 41, so that's where York's offense will get to work. You said this last time. Curl route or a screen?
Oh, screen pass. Screen pass. Screen pass. Malaga right here on the left side.
They don't have trips either
Screen
way.
pass, Malaga left side. Boom, there it is.
Calls it again. As sheds one tackle and then is brought down at the 44, so the screen pass goes for about 3 yards.
You ever see Tony Romo call those?
I don't think he's called as many plays as you have tonight.
Nah.
We're getting close.
Yeah, I'm not there. I'm not quite there yet. I mean, they do it every time, that screen pass.
It's
I'm not even
almost-
going to give credit. I'm not even
Right.
going to. It's every time.
This is going to be 2nd and 7 with 5 minutes left in third quarter.
Then the run, Kastner up the middle. It's the same thing every time.
That was a great, powerful run there by Kastner to get up to the 49 of York.
It almost seems like every time they come out like this with that screen pass run to Kastner second play, it's so predictable, but it works so well. Now you got
Right.
3rd and short, 3rd and 1. Give it again to Kastner.
It's the outside of first
And he has
down.
it. Exactly.
And that moves the chains. So York continues to do what has worked most of the season, and really they've struggled with it time to time was running the football here tonight, but it looks like it's started off. I think this is almost a gimme. Is it a screen pass to Malaga?
Again, there it is.
No.
Oh, what? Where are you pulling the flag? What are you doing?
Frustration, Malaga is down. I thought that didn't hit the turf. That didn't hit the turf, did it?
Bobby.
Did that hit the turf?
No. Bobby, that is the most unbelievable whistle I've ever seen. That's the most unbelievable thing I have ever seen.
We need clarification
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
You look at the ref, he's nodding his head. Yeah, that's my fault. That is awful. I'm so sorry for just saying that, but that is so brutal.
We've seen a few tough calls that could have gone either way. That one, I don't think that ball hit the turf. And I don't think you can't say
popped up in the air.
You can't say Malaga was down either.
No. That is. I think he must have accidentally blew a whistle or something, or maybe it was before the play.
Because the York sideline erupted.
It's not the first time this game that's happened. It's a deal breaker. Berman was gone. He had the first down already. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
It's such a. Man,
I mean, do you really say? Do you redo the play?
No, you can't rerun the same route. No.
I'm not saying that, but you just go again as Malaga, I believe. He was down. He was shaken up. It was a hard hit. And do we have a whistle of some sort? Did we have something?
I guess they're trying to see where to spot the ball. I guess they're just going to redo first down.
Right, and that's what I was saying is, do you do that again? Just because...
Oh, you mean redo first down?
Yes.
That's what you mean.
Not the...
Yeah, not the play.
You don't run the... Well, I mean, we've got trips left here.
That's a terrible... Yeah, okay. No, that's fine. As long as it's first down...
And not second.
And not second down, it's fine. Because...
And you're right. The official did say that was on me because I think the official saw the ball up in the air.
He came over. I think he got freaked out about how hard Malaga got hit. He was on the ground for a few seconds as well.
Right. He was shaken up. Trips left here. They don't go with the screen pass. Assad has to kind of roll out.
Give to Kastner.
Get something, and they dump it off to Kastner, who gets 1, maybe 2 yards. So instead of it being a sack for a loss of about 8, 9, 10, they get it to Kastner. I'd say that's the smart play to do in that situation.
Assad's done a really good job this game scrambling. Way better than he's done the rest of the
getting out of trouble
earlier in the season. Getting out of trouble. Kastner, he's done a great job of recognizing when Assad's in trouble. He's not leaving.
Right. He drops the block, and then he becomes
for the pass. He becomes a receiver.
There's a toss to Kastner left side. Willowbrook might have been expecting it, and Kastner kind of dives for just a little extra yardage. Now you're looking at 3rd down and 9. Go to the air.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, yeah, you have to go to the air here.
York has had the passing game working here tonight over Willowbrook. Berman at the bottom of your screen. I just heard a fan to our right say you can beat the officials.
Wait, the ball's in this. Yeah.
Just have to move it up a yard.
Yeah, someone kicked it.
3rd down and 9. Berman at the bottom of your screen.
Watch Fred. Watch Levins. Right side.
Assad, plenty of time going deep downfield. He has Ayash caught down to the 3. Another great connection by Assad to find Sammy Ayash downfield, and it's going to be 1st and goal from the 3.
I was watching Levins.
You kept saying.
He got open, but Assad, he loves his Ayash that on that left side. He loves that left side.
He does. And it was a deep route, too. Connects. 1st and goal from the 3. York a prime opportunity to punch it in. And Kastner, he is waiting for a signal in. Touchdown, York. And York has got their largest lead of the game at 6 for the moment.
The flag's down on the field. Not sure what that is, but that was a real good drive last 2 plays. You know, they didn't hang their heads when that one play call didn't go their way with when Malaga got hit. They got downfield. I'm still looking at what happened, but they got downfield.
Right.
They made up for it. They got right after Ayash's catch, got right back up to the ball. Pounded to Kastner, get in the end zone. Nothing. I think it was a
York
sportsman-like on Willowbrook.
On Willowbrook, you're right.
Yeah,
so that will be enforced on the kickoff.
Yeah.
At least it should be enforced on the kickoff. I believe that's how it works. Dane will put on the touchdown shades yet again. So Malaga got hit hard. A very questionable call, but it worked out for the better on that 3rd and 9 as Assad was clean pocket, and credit to the offensive line on that. So now the extra point by Hansman. That should be a neutral zone infraction. Yeah, it is.
What is going on below us? Screaming, shouting.
There are some parents that are pumped. They feel the same energy that the boys do on the field as we do up here, and students have done a great job staying into it. 3:25 left. Now Hansman will retry from about 2 yards closer. And again, Willowbrook jumps off sides.
Oh my gosh.
It's the 2nd time they're trying to jump it. At this point, they're just going to have to put us on the goal line. I'd go for 2 at that point.
No, you don't want to.
Oh, you sneaking with poison? RPO? Been a big fan of that.
They're doing it. They're
gonna
doing
do
it.
They're going to do it. They're going to go for 2.
On, Max, get out there.
They put out Max, Sammy, Kastner.
Oh, this is a great play
Malaga.
call. They're just going to pound it to Kastner.
It makes sense. You're
what?
Kastner,
I think you're half a yard, half a yard now.
You're half a yard
half
at
a yard,
least.
Yeah, the stick, half a yard.
Your shotgun here. Maybe a quick little flare pass to Kastner. He is in.
Oh,
he
that's
is
huge.
2-point conversion. So now it is an 8-point York lead on top of Willowbrook.
And that is huge. Right now, 3:25 left in the 3rd. You're going to go into the 4th. The band's coming out to play again. 3:25 left. Go back into it. If you're up 8, that's huge because now you got to force Willowbrook to go for 2 next time they score.
I wouldn't say that's the ideal priority for Willowbrook right now to go for 2.
No. Obviously, you got to score.
Right, that's right now what you're looking at. But Willowbrook, that's totally avoidable.
Right. Minor mistakes. That's what they. And they're going to lose yards on the kickoff.
Exactly, because of the unsportsmanlike conduct after the touchdown. It pushes Willowbrook back, so York's kicking off from midfield.
I'd hate to be those guys in blue.
Oh, Lord. 3 straight penalties.
3 straight penalties.
Well, they're kicking off from the Willowbrook 45.
Yeah, correct, because it's a 15-yard penalty. Oh, man.
Usually I thought it would go to the 50.
Yeah, I wasn't even. I mean, I guess it is 15 yards.
Right, I guess we're going to see a touchback here, unless Hansman kind of puts a little pooch kick in. 25-17. York. 3:25 left in the 3rd quarter.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
That's a touchback. That is through the goalpost. That doesn't count for anything, but that's impressive. I don't think I've ever seen that in a high school game.
No, I've not.
Granted, he was a little close, but
15 yards close. That was fun to watch. I mean, I guess they just
hit the crossbar, bounced in. So Willowbrook's going to start at their 20. I think this is their worst starting field position of the night, which, again, kind of avoidable.
Right.
But Hansman booted that one through the uprights. First and 10 for Willowbrook, a low snap on the ground with Josh Brown, who got 2, maybe 3. Now York's defense has done a good job adjusting to Josh Brown to kind of limit him and not break off the big run. But with him, he's so elusive.
I think at halftime, what I would have said to my linebackers was expect a run, right? I guess if you're not going to put them up on the box with Carrillo, Snyder, and Locke, you might as well have them kind of contain that edge as you see Randolfo just doing
Going deep downfield, that's incomplete. That was over his head by about 5 yards. You're now looking at a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6 for Willowbrook. That was an odd decision to pass.
Yeah.
knowing that Plasecki hasn't really thrown much.
That's the deepest ball I've seen him throw so far from the freshman quarterback.
His two receivers both sides. Expect this York fan base to get into it on this big third down. Plasecki throws again. It's going to be a first down out to the 35. That's how Willowbrook has really gotten their pass game going, is with the short passes, and there is a York player down. Can't see who that is from over here.
I'm looking around. It might be Grandolfo.
Is it Grandolfo? Is it?
Because I don't see 7. Oh no, Grandolfo's coming off the field.
He's coming off the sideline. Is it David Locke? Do we see 40 out there?
He did. Ooh, that might be David Locke. I saw him. He missed that tackle on that last play.
Zach Sutter checked in. Oh, it's Perchilo.
14? Yeah, it's Tyler Perchilo.
All right, it's Tyler Perchilo. Zach Sutter checked in for the injured Perchilo. It's kind of hard to tell on that far side of the field with players blocking off. As he is slow, it looks to be a right arm possibly. Isn't really moving it much. It is now a 1st and 10. For Willowbrook, so they're just going to watch Perchilo's status. See if he can get back in. He's the punter too.
Oh, that is. Actually,
now,
that is
the big hope is you don't punt again.
Right. But if you do get in that situation, now you're without your punter.
Right, and
depending on where he's at.
Maybe Hansman. Hansman's much more of a place kicker though. Pass on first down is caught. So Willowbrook, after struggling early on throwing the ball, has got it going. It's going to be 2nd and 2. It's probably thrown off those York corners a bit too. Because they only saw about maybe 6-7 passes in that opening half.
Here comes that run.
Josh Brown out the middle. Yards after contact is so huge with him, as he got something excessive after, but not much. It's going to be another first down for Willowbrook. As they've
15 left in the 3rd quarter as well.
They spotted it at the 49 of York. As Brown met at midfield, kind of tripped on his own player and was wrapped up immediately. It's going to be 2nd down and 10. Second down and a long 10, borderline 11.
Yeah.
We're going back to the air. Plasecki, pocket collapses, and he's sacked.
And anyone, guess who that is? Zach Sutter.
Zach Sutter came in off the edge and brought down Plasecki, and it's going to be 3rd down and long.
The golfer.
The golfer, exactly.
Comes in, plays his season because he's not playing golf. He played golf in the fall, football in the spring. Comes in for the injured Perchilo, steps up, makes a huge tackle for a loss.
It's going to be.
That brings up 3rd and 15.
3rd and 15.
Yeah.
You got to throw it in here.
Oh, well, of course.
And
now, of course, you're throwing it.
And you have Plasecki, who just got Zach. Granted, he's made his last few throws. Trips left. Plasecki
4,
in the
5,
pocket.
5 rushing. Here comes the rush.
Comes off the edge. It's incomplete. Overthrew him, and it's 4th down.
See Fitz with that snag?
I didn't.
Fitz snag that ball.
I did not see who made the catch. Was it Fitz?
Was that Fitz?
Might
no,
have
that's
been.
not Fitz.
There's a few coaches. Where is Fitz?
Oh, that's I don't know. It's that coach on the far left. Fitz is up here on the 50.
I have a few
Yeah,
coaches.
that's a good
I don't know
catch.
what they all look like.
It's tough with the masks. They all look the same.
Right.
That green
And they're all
hat,
wearing
mask,
they're all wearing the dark
right.
gray. So it's 4th and 16, and they're going to punt. A huge stop defensively, and there's a flag. As their punter is down. You just hope that's running into the punter, not roughing the punter. Because I believe if it's
roughing,
I think that's just 15 yards. I don't think that's an automatic first down.
I'm not sure.
But that 15 yards, you would much rather have it be 5 more than be 15, because that 15 gives you.
You much rather have it beat your ball.
That is true.
Yeah, the defense is coming back out.
So go figure.
That's 15.
Roughing the punter, and again, that's an avoidable situation there by the York defense.
It's going to move the chains. It's going to be
which
first down.
is. I did not see who was back there.
So that roughing the punter, oh, that's real.
That's costly.
That's costly,
again in the
right.
hands of Brown, who is met, slowed down. Brown just keeps going through contact. It's something special to watch. I would say, if you are watching high school football as a college coach, I would keep an eye on Josh Brown. A great guy who yards after contact.
Oh, he's been dragging defenders all night.
Right, and it's like he'll hit a guy and he'll keep going, and there it is again.
It
should be
takes him 2-3 players every time to bring him down.
Good enough for another York first down, or Willowbrook first down, pardon me. And I'm sure Willowbrook just wants to end this third quarter, so they're not in the.
Oh.
Brown hits the outside down to the 10, and that's where he's wrapped up. You almost have to jump on his back, kind of take out his legs almost, which I don't believe is legal.
Yeah, that was a real good stop from Hedgen, though.
That was a good
the ability
stop.
to jump on his back, tackle him all by himself. Open field.
Right. I'm sure Willowbrook wants to get out
down,
of this side of the end zone where York's student section is. Again, Brown, right side, met and brought down at around the 5, maybe the 4, and that's the third quarter. So it is now the fourth quarter, and after a third quarter that gave York 11 points, only 3 for Willowbrook, I think Willowbrook's going to punch it in here, but now they have to discuss, are we going to go for 2?
Ooh.
I almost.
Yeah, you have to go for 2. Because if you don't go for, you have to go for 2. And if you don't get it, then you're just going to have to go for it again later if York decides to score. Yeah, you have to go for 2.
Because York's offense has been really good. They've been clicking since that 6-minute mark in the second quarter. Granted, that's just been 18 minutes of game time, but they definitely want to end the fourth quarter on a high note. Now, of course, it'd be ideal that, you force Willowbrook to kick a field goal, but with Josh Brown and second down and goal at the 4, he'll probably punch it in either this play or the next play. But was totally avoidable with the roughing the kicker punt, or the roughing the punter call. Starting the fourth quarter will be Willowbrook ball. Second and goal 4. Brown short. Third and York stripped it away.
He stripped it away before the
Though there's so many bodies in there that the officials obviously.
He came out with the ball before the whistle was blown. Hayden has that ball in his hands. They're going to give it to York.
There is confusion, and this is not the only time we've had this much confusion tonight.
Hayden was on the 30-yard line.
He was, the whistle had blown.
I believe that's Hayden, right?
That's 38 in green.
Yeah, Hayden Rainier. He was on, Rainier was at the 25-30 when the whistle was blown.
Now it's 3rd and.
That's tough, man.
It is 3rd and goal from inside the 1. I'm expecting Josh Brown right up the middle to punch it in. The officials are still talking. It'd be a wild sequence of events if they just gave us the ball.
That's okay. Take your time.
You're not wasting clock.
Jeez.
Oh, they put 14 seconds back on the game clock.
Oh, okay, that's the issue. No,
it's
it's 3rd down. It's 3rd down. Why is he saying 4th?
Did you say 4th down?
Yeah, he said 4th.
It's 3rd.
Oh, he stopped him.
He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Willowbrook.
What? No. One guy says, hold on. No. He didn't get in.
The line
he was
judge
brought
on the
way
far
back.
side said he was in. Now that line judge has a lot better view than we do.
The two line judges said he wasn't in, and then the one in the back said he was. What?
They
Even
said
the PA announcer's confused.
There's confusion. They're going to go for 2. Brown, I don't think he got in.
He didn't get in.
He didn't. So a big stop on the 2-point conversion. It will be York ball up by 2 because Willowbrook could not punch it in. That's huge. That is a huge stop for York defensively. So much chaos. Rainier thought he had the ball, didn't. They scored, but that's huge to stop Brown from getting in.
Right, the most important part.
There's just been nothing but confusion tonight. So many different calls. The fans are wondering what has been going on with this officiating crew, and you know, at times up here we've got the same exact questions, but they're trying their best.
Looking back at the replay, I believe it was Kastner who got in there
and
completely
lit it up.
Lit it up. He came in from that side. He was a leading tackler on that last play.
And now
keep talking about a player that plays both ways, offense, defense.
Great two-way player.
Great
now he's
two-way player.
He's
and
back.
Now he's back.
He's back at the 9, going to
catching
return
kickoffs. Right.
More of a three-way player, I would say so.
Punt returner, kick returner, running back, linebacker.
Might as well be the coach at this point. Shallow kick to the 30. And again, odd decision here because you're putting York at the 42.
I don't know what they're doing.
And it's not like the offense is just going to stop is not going to stop playing well. Assad's playing with high confidence. These receivers are playing with high confidence. And I think it's right now only a matter of time before Kastner takes one and just rips it off.
It's about time. Well, he has 2 touchdowns already tonight, Bobby. But you're right. He hasn't had that explosive run that we're used to seeing every game.
He hasn't had that 20-yard run down the sideline. I think that's
Boysen.
It's Mike Boysen in. And it's going to be 2nd down and 2. Didn't see the screen pass, oddly enough.
No. You're right.
So it's going to be 2nd down and 10. Assad rolls to the right, throws, pass caught. Hit immediately at the 43, and it's going to be 3rd down and 9.
Making something out of nothing. Scrambling, making that throw. Getting back to the line of scrimmage. Doing a great job.
Right, and Assad last year, we really didn't see him scramble out of the pocket that much.
No, not
but he
at
didn't
all.
take a whole lot of sacks either.
Well, we had such an amazing
The
offensive
offensive
line.
line was so talented, and they lost
So
all
talented.
5 starters. So now you have, I believe, Boysen to the right. I wonder where Kastner is. Assad again. Pocket collapses. It is
Pass interference.
incomplete.
There it is.
There's the flag.
I was waiting for it.
That's one of the.
I was waiting for it.
That is the first big call we have seen of the night. It's going to be a. Is that 15 yards?
Oh, no, that's spot of the ball.
That's I thought
spot
that's,
of the.
I think that's the NFL.
No. That's totally no.
Is that
They'll
spot
spot
of
it.
the foul?
They'll spot it at spot of the foul, I believe. No. Or is it 15? No, yeah, they're gonna put it right at the spot.
You know, this would be so much more simpler if everyone just had the same rules.
Yeah, it's hard to remember 3 different levels rules.
It's going to be 1st and 10 at the Willowbrook 37-38.
Oh, it will be a 15-yarder.
As I thought. Oh, 40, pardon me. Pushed it back just 3 yards. Now, if York is going to go down here and they put up 7, it's no longer an 8-point game that it originally was. It's 9. That's Boysen, who up the middle got maybe 1, as we're going to see Kastner work his way back in. But I think that Willowbrook defense in the back of their mind, they know, hey, if we allow them to score here, it's no longer a 1-score game.
No, right. That's very true. You look back at those penalties, that's what's crucial. It looks for Fred Levins, just over.
Oh, just had him, missed him.
Another good throw, good route.
I'm a little shocked they didn't run it with Kastner, and now going to be forced to pass again. 3rd down and 10. Because I saw them check Kastner, and I was like, okay, here we go. Let's see a run for 3-4 yards. Make it a little easier for Max. With a short pass, we're going to see trips left at the moment.
Sammy Ayash on the top of the screen. Don't count him out of the play.
No, you got trips left. I don't think we see a screen here. We won't. Another quick throw, Aaron Berman, who he may be just short of the marker.
It's so close. He's right on that 30. So is the marker, and they're going to give it to him.
That's a 1st down. I was going to say, even if it's a 4th and inch, you had the power back at Kastner to hand it off to, and he would shoot it up the middle. It is a big,
crucial.
That is a crucial. You're right. Crucial 1st down for this York team.
9:27 left. You're right. If they can kind of score within, say, about 7 minutes remaining in the 4th, go up 9, huge
and you go
2-score advantage. Because if Willowbrook were to come back down the field and score, you're still up.
Kastner
another
got
score.
Maybe 3 yards. I would assume Fitz is going to go a little more conservative with clock here.
Right. Run the ball, run the ball.
You ideally want to punch it in with what? Under 6 minutes? I think that's possible.
Obviously 6, if that's possible. 7's a good number. Yeah. 6, 7, that's probably a good number. But at the same time, you still need to pick up a few more first downs.
Right, exactly. You don't want to just heave it to the end zone. I don't think that's what they're going to do. They'll probably have a 10-yard out of some sort if they go with that. Back on the ground with Kastner, who got a run for about 3, back to 25. You're now looking at a 3rd down and 5 here. 5-yard out, slant route, maybe the screen. We're going trips right, Kastner to the left. Ayash is at the bottom. Caught.
Swallowed up, Malaga, and
he got that.
Again, it's right there. He was met right at the 20-yard line, right where that.
And that's right where the sticks are.
They
That's
gave
a
it
first
to him.
down.
They gave it to him.
Moves the chains for another York first down with just under 8 minutes to go. And again, they're going a little quick here. Maybe a screen pass to the bottom.
No, Handoff.
Now they're going to hand it to Kastner, who
That's
hits
the
the
open
outside.
room.
Oh, stumbles. You know, maybe if he doesn't go outside and he tries to cut that back in, you know, maybe it's a few more yards. But your instinct is just, as a running back, I'm sure, is just try to hit the outside or find that open hole. I don't know if you saw anything open.
7 minutes to go now.
And that good thing with the run is that's going to kill at least 20 seconds off the clock.
They might be able to punch in with close to 5.
I think that
4, 5 even?
I wouldn't say 4.
5.
Again with
Five's a good number.
Kastner.
Ooh.
That was a high tackle.
Kastner's grabbing his face mask. Everyone's looking for it.
That was
no call coming.
Some kind of wrestling move.
You could see him. He almost kind of lawn chaired down to the ground.
Right. Now you're looking at 3rd down and 7. Probably going to go back to the air.
Trust your quarterback. Trust your receivers.
That's what Malika has said. That's what they'd like to do. Okay, a little to Ayash, who he's not going to get there. They had to get to the 10. They got to about the 17. Well, 4th down and 7. They faked it last week. They faked it last week versus Hinsdale Central. Worked out for the better. I would be shocked if they straight up go for it. I think
no, here comes, yeah.
They're going to kick it.
Kicking team.
And
I would,
you're
I would
looking
kick
at
it too. You need to go up by more than 3.
"34 yards out." I think Willowbrook's expecting, you know, this could quite possibly be a fake.
Oh, it was a fake.
Bad snap. Throw is into the end zone.
You know, I don't know. I don't know if that was a fake or if it was
that might have been a bad snap.
I don't know if that was a fake. Yeah.
Now what that does is that causes problems because now there's 5.5 to go.
Huge issue because now you're a field goal away from losing. I mean, now you really need.
The defense really's got to step up.
Yeah.
And they're not just going to attack the air. Willowbrook, that is. They're not just going to attack the air. They're going to continue to pound it.
Right. 5:33 remaining. That clock's going to run if they're just going to keep running the ball.
So it's a 1st and 10. Brown again. Got pushed down at the 20. That was a little disrespectful.
Jeffrey Grace with that pancake of a tackle.
And
now, the fans are loving it.
Even though we can't control what the students do, I think the students have got to get loud here, cause that miscommunication, because I'm sure Willowbrook's going to the air sooner rather than later. Is Brown again on runs? He may have just gotten there for a 1st down.
This is the fan favorite. Jeffrey Grace comes off of the field.
Pass caught. It's about the 33-34. And Assad immediately went over to his receivers of Berman, Malaga, and Ayash. As out there, we got a flag. Oh, injured player at the 40-44. Is that Rainier?
That's Hayden Rainier.
Looked like
tough
it.
Player. Standing
really
up.
tough player. He's going to walk over. Maybe it was just like a cramp or something.
Yeah.
At least that's what you're going to hope. Because he's moving. Just has to stretch something out quite possibly. Now he's going to jog back over the sideline. 2nd down 4 for the Warriors.
Oh, I ripped my paper.
Dane is ripping his paper.
Whatever.
Okay. 2nd and 4. You situated over there? All right. They keep it again on the ground with Brown. And you're
that's-
looking at 3rd and 2.
Kavanaugh sneaks in there. He's all over the field. Sneaks in there, grabs that little leg tackle. That's huge. Trips him up before the first down.
The special thing about Kavanaugh is he's not the tallest dude out there. He's like 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, he's about 5'5".
And he's
5'5". He's quick. He's agile. Sneaks around there.
Brown.
And he's met up by York
Met
defense.
at the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down for York. Another huge stop by this York front 7.
Led by Locke, Korzanowski,
They're going to go for it. I don't blame them.
Shiloh. They're going to go for it on 4th down, which you should. All right, here we go, Bobby. It's all into this play.
Stadium is loud. It's rocking. You expect it to go to Brown. It does.
Oh, and he's met up his before.
It's going to be a spot.
Oh, it's going to be
York-
really close.
The York coaches, I think,
Oh,
the,
what?
the far line judge, I don't think has the best view
He's
of
not
it.
even close to where the other judge is. Oh, man. Oh, he wasn't even close, dude.
First down. And again. Gets
Oh, that's so crucial. Now
Another-
you got to get another stop. That was the best defensive stand we've seen all night, and they didn't give it to him. Oh, man.
going to the air. That's too high, incomplete. He's done that a lot. He's overthrowing that a
He
ton.
doesn't really have that deep ball in him.
I do think that some quarterbacks over time, when they get nervous or they almost try to be the hero, which I don't know if he's trying to be in the situation, Pulaski that is, they just kind of overthrow it. They just put a little too much on it. I wonder if that's what's happening.
I
with
think
them.
the factor is this kid's a freshman. They kind of threw him right in here. He's been overthrowing these.
And who knows?
Every ball that's been thrown to 20 yards or more, it's been overthrown. Everything.
Oh,
Everything.
yeah,
I think he's too
absolutely.
nervous to throw a pick. I think that's what I'm
Right.
seeing in him.
Little wildcat action here. Met right at the line of
Oh.
scrimmage, 3rd and 10. With
What kind
under
of play call was that?
3 minutes to go. I don't think that was Plasecki either.
No. They ran that play earlier with that quarterback, wildcat, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Malaga's going out there on defense.
Why they wouldn't?
Why is Malaga going out there on defense?
He's coming in for Kastner. He's playing that. He's going to play that cover.
I've never
He's going to play
seen-
that cover linebacker, the
Okay.
bandit.
Okay. 3rd down and 10.
No, wait. Malaga's rushing.
Drops back
No,
to
yeah,
pass
you're
to
right. It was
Plasecki.
coverage.
Pass caught along the sideline. That is a 1st down for Willowbrook.
Oh, that's tough.
He was out of bounds. I almost thought that had been deflected. And Kastner immediately goes right back in for Malaga. And, oh, okay. A York player falls down. That is,
It was a fake. It was a fake.
you know, that
was a fake
with
injury.
under 2 minutes to go is going to
Yeah.
cost you.
So what was going on
He
there?
just kind of fell on his
was
back, and
what happening was Willowbrook was getting up, and the defense was not set.
the defense wasn't ready.
So we dropped down. Actually, he might have actually.
That's Coglanese. Maybe he is a little. Maybe there's something.
I think he was gimping, and he had to go down so that they get that stop to get the substitution, because he's a tough kid.
Right. Yeah.
He doesn't want to come out of the game. Never.
No. It's 1st and 10 at the Willowbrook 48 with 2:20 to go. Hand it off with Brown to the left side. Such a powerful runner. He gets a few more. I see Jeff Grace check right back in. So it's not as many as I thought. It's going to be 2nd down and about 6. It looked like to me it was a lot more. And a fan said run the clock, but
The clock is not running.
he was out of bounds.
Oh. Yeah, I don't. that's what I'm
Clock
about
stops
too.
if he's out of bounds. Bad snap and up the middle. Tries to cut it
Stop
back.
it. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
To the 20. Jeff Grace is there, and a bad snap. It was
No,
up
that's
in the air.
Jones. That's Jones. Jeff got thrown.
And that was that Jalen
That was
Jones?
That was Jones. His jersey was all tucked up.
It looked like a 3. I would say it did look like a 3. With 2 minutes to go. That was a big, powerful run there.
I was confused why that was Jones, because Jones was playing on that whole other side.
We have a
Grace
whistle.
was playing on that close defensive end position.
Right.
Man, Jones is quick.
Got up to him real fast.
Oh, that's so crucial, dude.
I can't say you just let him walk in and score.
No.
I mean, I think there's
Gotta-
a time and place for that, but right now you're focused on getting a stop, forcing them to kick a field goal in a minute 50. Hands it off. Brown up to about the 12, maybe the 13. Pick up a 5, maybe 4. Second down and York called the timeout.
That was a good timeout. Minute 37 left. I mean, you can't say you want to force them to a field goal because you're only up 2. A field goal wins it.
Right. Yeah.
It's you almost want to. I don't want to say you want to let them walk into the end zone here.
But
you ever see you watched that Lions-Falcons game earlier in the season?
Right. Yes.
Where Gurley went into the end zone
and they
too early, and then Detroit came back and won.
But that puts a lot of pressure on your offense.
Yeah, but
granted, the offense.
But you don't want to hold him. Stop, and then 20 seconds left. Then he gets in the end zone.
Right. That makes sense.
You know what I mean? At this point, you almost want to. It's so difficult to stop this Josh Brown guy. It's so hard to stop Josh Brown. You almost have to expect him to walk in, you know?
He's been so talented all game as your roster just flew across the table.
Yeah, I almost would let them walk in.
See, I said that.
I think if there were 2:30 left, maybe walk in. 1:37.
Yeah, but the thing with
so
2:30s,
hard.
I think Willowbrook at that time I was probably saying you can't just walk in. If they're letting you walk in, don't do it.
Oh,
get to the ground. Another
he
bad
was down.
snap.
His knee was down.
His knee was down. So now it's 3rd down and long.
Yeah.
Does York call timeout?
No, They called the knee down. Did they call timeout?
I was gonna say, should York call timeout?
Yes. No. Yes.
No. Yes.
Wait, I can't
They
decide.
aren't. They
Hang
aren't.
on. Give it a sec.
They aren't.
Well, 3rd and long. No, not on 3rd and long.
Granted, they can take about 2 minutes. But remember, they missed from about 39, 38 yards out.
2 more stops. Obviously, prepare for Brown to run it. But you still got to be ready for that pass. You got 2 guys left, plus a tight end.
The York fans are getting loud, and for the right reason, too. 50 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, 3rd down and 8. Confusion on the Willowbrook sideline. I wouldn't be shocked if they call a timeout here.
I believe that is what they're going to do.
Yep, they do. 39 seconds, timeout, Willowbrook.
Timeout called Willowbrook.
Good use of timeout. All right.
I would assume they're going to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, let's talk it over. 39 seconds left.
I don't think they go to the air.
You know why? Here's why I think they keep. Man, that's a hard call. Because it's different in high school. I'm used to like the NFL. What I would do, obviously NFL, you pass it. But here, you have such a huge weapon in Brown where you almost might want to run it.
But also, that forces York to burn a timeout. That's the other thing. You stay in bounds. That
right.
Keeps, because
that's the problem. That's why it would help them. But if you are Brown and you're running it, you tell them, hey, at least pick up 6, 7, you know.
Try to get to the marker.
Obviously get to the marker,
I would say
cannot get tackled for a loss.
No, not, and realistically speaking, what are the odds of that happening? But also just get in the middle, so for a field goal kicker, it's just an easy shot right down the middle.
Oh, I forgot about the field goal.
3rd and 8, 39 seconds. I would expect this whole stadium to really start rocking.
Oh, no, they're totally going to hand it off then. Expect the handoff right up the middle. They're going to run up the middle and try and get some good field position up the middle
39
hash.
seconds. Brown won't get there, so York will call a timeout with 31 seconds. Fourth and 3.
It's about 4th and 3 from the 11-yard line, and they're going to be at the kicking team.
We go back to last year. York was playing Downers Grove North. Downers Grove North would have kicked the field goal to win it. It was 28-26. Jeff Grace came in, flew in, blocked the kick. That sealed the win for York. It'd be, if you have any of that from last year, that'd be something special.
Same situation.
To really pull off the upset over Willowbrook. That hasn't happened since 2015. I would also expect this whole crowd on this, what's going to be.
It's about a 50% capacity, not even crowd.
It's just about 25%.
Yeah, I'd say about even less. Yeah, about 20-25%. Expect it to sound like a full crowd here.
It's going to be a 29-yard attempt, maybe 28.
On the line here, Bobby.
31 seconds, 28-yard kick for the lead. Snap, kick on the way.
No good! No good! No good! No good! No good! No good! Oh!
He missed it.
Wide left. Oh my gosh! And everyone's cheering. That's the ball game. They're gonna go back out there and take the knee. That's game. What a ball game. Oh my gosh.
York with 26 seconds left is up by 2.
Oh
he
my.
Didn't even, it wasn't tipped.
I
he missed it.
Oh.
I thought that was through.
It looked good. I thought it was good.
The York bench erupted.
I thought it was good until the York bench erupted. Yeah. You know what? Oh, man, I'd hate to be that kicker.
Oh.
Sorry. Oh, man.
That's the second one he's missed.
Oh.
The second one he's missed to left, too.
And if they made the first one, they'd be winning right now, too. Wow.
Unreal.
Unbelievable.
Everyone at home just heard us erupt with this York crowd. Will Willowbrook call a timeout? They do. So they got 2 left, or 1 left at this point, with 22 seconds left, but it doesn't mean a whole lot right now. You're just hoping for just a very poor sequence of events.
Bye.
And this York crowd lets them hear it.
Na, 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 na. Start the buses. Sorry,
Start the buses.
I wish I was back in the student section. That's okay. I enjoy being up here more.
There it is again.
Oh,
we got some excessiveness.
Not going to call penalty. Clock's going to run. Tick, tick,
Clock
tick.
is going to.
The lead.
The final score from Clarence D. Eastfield, 25-23. York pulls off a monumental upset over the Willowbrook Warriors. Last year, and there's stuff going on after. There's stuff going on after. This is
this is fun.
I call this the Battle of Route 83, and I call it for good reason.
Jones getting in on it.
The final score here from
Fans getting in on it.
Eastfield.
Oh.
25-23. What a game.
Waving, I'm good. Bye. Bobby, that was one heck of a ball game. I'm so glad to have witnessed this.
They're going to celebrate with the student section for good reason. What a win.
Oh, that's awesome. That's a great sight. That is a great sight.
A monumental win is the best way to put it. And Willowbrook totally avoidable if they did not have those 2 offside neutral zone infraction penalties on that extra point. It'd have been totally avoidable.
Totally. I don't even know what to say anymore. My mind's gone completely blank.
Unreal.
Great, you know what? Great defensive game.
Absolutely.
Great defensive game, but
The
an even better offensive game.
the offense-
Max Assad did such a good job
Got
throwing the
it
ball
going.
tonight. Great job throwing the ball tonight. A great rushing game. Kastner, 2 touchdowns. Assad to, what was it? I think it was Sammy, right?
Sammy, who had the big play through the air
Assad
that
to
got the
Ash. A couple great passes. Real good conversions on 3rd and 4th down. Helps seal the deal.
They've turned off the scoreboard. The lights are going to go out here in just about a half hour or so. But what a win for York senior night. And there would be no better way you can end this game than besides a win. Final score here from York, 25-23 for our whole crew, with Bob Gardner on camera, who is coming back to join us. Thank you, Will, with Dane Emmerich. And I'm Bobby Hessling.
Great to be here.
Have a great night, folks.
Shout out to my